Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Teflon Iron, Swammy, Tiny Mouse. Heather almost down. Yeah, like the salty rant. First, I'm going to address something that happened in FTP's chat just a little bit ago. And no, it ain't that stormy yet, Miss Joe. It's supposed to come in tonight. But I'm going to address something. In CFW, you of all people, no, I do not time out people for personal vendettas. I don't kick them out of rooms for personal vendettas. Do not ever even assume again, just because Jen T's in a room, I would time her out or put her out again. Just because I have a problem with that woman don't mean I'm going to kick her out of a room. That assumption was the wrongest assumption you could have ever made. You've seen me. I hardly ever use the thing. And with Hot Rod, even though I've kicked him out of my room, okay, I kicked him out of my room. That's my room. I could do that just like anybody else. I gave him a warning and removed his comment for you against you. Okay. She saw Jen T come in and said, "Don't you dare," to me. Tammy, don't you dare. I had no intentions of doing anything to fucking Jen T. I, I intended to ignore her. She's not even kicked out of my stream. I'm kicked out of hers, but she's not even kicked out of mine. I haven't removed her wrench either because she could come in here. And I don't want her to be attacked or molested by any of the trolls. So you best get your freaking facts straight. Maybe you might want to talk to someone, CFW, besides hearing one side of a fucking story, too. Might help. That's one of your biggest problems, girl. And one of the biggest problems that a lot of people have with you. You like to hear one side of a story, not the whole truth. Understand? I'm not trying to attack you, CFW, but you ain't going to attack me either and assume anything on me either. I'm going to get a shave before long. Don't worry about that, Tiny Mouth. And I don't have a PayPal. Never have. So, that. Thank you, Uncontrollable, by the way. Hey, Uncontrollable. Hey, Tiny Mouse. Hey, Bayou Bandit. Hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. I accidentally kicked myself out of my own stream. Hey, Miss Joe. Hey, Salty. Ed. Swammy. Teflon Iron. Now, with that said, I hope, girl, you get a fucking clue. The video that she also took down, hey, kick shitter, and she copyright struck, which was a lie, and it's going to be back up again here shortly. Um, she took it down. I don't. I have no reason to use my wrench over a personal reason. Attacks, yes, because I was like over in FTPs. He says anybody attacking directly on people, things like that, that's not allowed. And then I only removed his comment and gave him a warning, saying next time I'll time you out. Well, there was about 40 other people that timed him out. Okay. But that's how I think it should work, and that's the way I do it a lot of times, unless I just think it's totally beyond help and recognition when it comes to timing out people, and they'll just come back and keep doing it, and then they proved in the past that's what they do, and then they just automatically get banned in my room, and I'll say ban them. Okay. Damn Teflon. Wow. So so I have no personal reason at all when it comes to me and my wrench. So to assume that I had a personal vendetta against her and I would kick her out, that was the wrongest assumption ever. It's not my room. And I know the rules of FTP's room. Yeah, well, I wonder how she uh, likes the idea that she helped put Eric Brandt in jail. Called the cops, telling him exactly where he would be. Called the cops, told exactly where Eric Brandt would be, and they were sitting there waiting to pick him up the second time off that train. Wonder how she'd like that, to know that info. See, that's info I kept quiet because I was trying to get out of the house and save up money. Get out of the house. And every time I tried to save up money, something else was going. This, that, the other thing. And then she always said her and her husband never got it to me in the house. Never got their stimulus check. And then she even says on her live stream they got their stimulus checks. There's your lie. And if y'all remember right, I even said Dan can't get his stimulus check, which is a bunch of bullshit. And then she comes on. I said, and she can't get her stimulus check. That's a bunch of bullshit. I went on about that for about 10, 15 minutes. Okay. Because that's what she was, because that's what she was saying. All right. And then the other night, oh yeah, we got our stimulus checks. I had to pay bills with it. What bills did she have to pay? Her freaking eating out bill, the $35 eating out bill every time they go out. That's the bill she had to pay every time she goes out and eat. It's a $35 bill. They don't eat cheap. Hey, Taddy, how are you, buddy? So them are the only, and then yes, she does have, she has her taxes she has to pay on their lot. She has all this stuff to pay on their lot. Yeah, electric, things like that. Um, but besides that, she was making a pretty good penny off of me. And then every time she knew I was saving money, oh, I need help with this, I need help with that. So I gave her the money that I had. Okay. I gladly gave her that money and bought her cigarettes. I bought her husband drinks. I bought all this stuff. Okay. So, hey, Zeus, long time no see. What's up, buddy? So, there's you a little bit more behind the scenes about the good Miss Jen T. And what caused that argument was she was on the phone talking shit about Eric Brandt. It wasn't nothing minor. Why? Okay. If you're going to talk about someone I idolize, you damn right I'm going to say something. And yes, it got really heated as I was walking away after I told her what I thought about what she was doing. And she got up and grabbed my shoulder as I was trying to walk away and tried to spin me around. And yes, I went off on her like a space shuttle. Any one of y'all would have probably done the same. And you ain't going to tell me you ain't. Now, did I threaten to hit her? No. I never once threatened to hit her. I did call her every name in the book for not letting me walk away. See, there's just more behind the scenes stuff that y'all didn't know about. There's another behind the scenes stuff that she wanted to lie to y'all about. Okay. Her husband was on the phone with the cops, calling the cops. I did get on the phone to de escalate through the dispatch and let them know I was getting ready to leave. Let them know that this needed to be resolved nicely and everything else like that. Okay, I was de escalating because at that point, when them cops came into that house, one of us was going to go to jail. Okay, so you know, one of us was going to go to jail if the cops were not de escalating. And they had every intentions when they saw that door busted by a baseball bat, where you could see the perfect outline of the baseball bat where he was breaking through the door with it. Okay, of arresting me and him both that night. Him for coming through the door with the baseball bat, me for pulling my knife on him. And I was told that by the blonde headed cop. Only reason neither one of us went to jail that night was I told him I was leaving the situation and had a way to get out of the situation and never come back. So you know. And then I got to joking a little bit with the cop because I said, I got my buddy Zeus coming to get me. This shit was fucking hilarious. And the cop said, "You mean the god Zeus?" He was trying to see if I was like on drugs. That's what he was fishing for. I said, "Well, some of the women think he's a god." And he cracked up laughing. That cop thought that was some funny shit. Okay. Uh, so uh, so there you go. There's that. Um, and I calmed them down by getting them to joke a little. And neither one of us went to jail that night. Okay. I hope things start working out too, my two Beatles, but we'll see. I wanted you all to know this so you knew both sides of them damn stories. And as far as that room being trashed, that room was immaculate. Okay, when I left it. But if you want to look at her, if you could have seen that cop, he looked into my room, he looked out at her house, looked out at her room, looked out at her house, out at her room. I looked in my room and looked out at the house. He did that like 4 or 5 times. And then he says, "You don't want to be here anyway, do you?" Okay, that's how good the room was versus her house. All right. So don't bring up shit on me unless you want the truth. Okay. And lie on me. And don't act like I'm going to time someone out when it's a personal between me and them. Okay. You want to air your dirty laundry there, Jen? I'll air it right back and tell the truth about what happened. Okay. I I ain't gonna play that, and you know that. And no, I will not apologize for anything said or anything done. By the way, so you know. Ain't happening. I ain't. I'm not asking you to, Salty Rant. I'm not asking you to. Okay. It's all good, Swimmy. It's all good. It's all good, buddy. Hey, Joni. I don't know if you got my email, Joni. I hope you did. You wanted to talk to you about that. So I sent you an email, Joni. If you could look at it, it would be nice. Now, anybody want to come up on panel, you can. That's it, be real. That's it. You're picking your butt. Don't judge me. Hey, Drew C. Hey, Drew. Hey, Drew. Hey, Bouncer. Hey, Kick Shitter. Hey, Mama. Hey, Mama Cookie. Can you do me a big favor? I know Bouncer ain't so good with the email stuff. Can you re-email me, please, hon? I think I accidentally deleted your email that you sent me the other day. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate that, huh? Hey, Salty, what's up?
So, just
Not much.
enjoying
I ain't
peace.
asking you to pick no sides. I'll tell you that
Oh,
now. You know me.
just saying,
You know me. I ain't gonna never ask you to pick sides.
I
If I
know,
would have done that long ago on another situation. You know that.
I know. I'm just glad you had a way of defending yourself. So some of those knives came in handy.
Yes, and I appreciate that damn knife. Yeah, I showed it to you all out there. That one that had the tiger striping on it, camo. That's
Oh yeah,
what's.
that was the clone hinderer from Zero Tolerance, I think. It was a Rick Hinderer design.
No, as far as working thing out with Jen, no, she did something that was so wrong in my book. I had to leave that house anyway. It just kept coming up, Joe. It just kept coming up until and it kept getting to the point I knew I wasn't going to get out of there. Also, with the way things were going, I could not, I
What's the
cannot
status,
stand that what she was doing there. Sorry,
what's the status with your job at this point?
I had already had to quit it, man. I'm in Washington D.C. I can't make it to my job.
I know, but can they give you like a transfer? Can you get hired over there? Or?
Maybe I might be able to do that. I talked to them about that. They said once I get where I need to go, we'll talk, call them back, and we'll see what can be done.
Well, that's cool.
I'll be right back. I love my cigarette. So that's what. So that was a cool thing. That was a cool thing there. So
So life is an
they
adventure and you're living it every day.
do what?
Life is an adventure and you're living it every day.
Uh-Huh.
Things happen for a reason.
Yep. And that's it. Find out what the truth was about a certain individual
You
is
know, it's
why I
easy
got placed there.
on the internet, but when you live together, you
Uh,
know, sometimes
yep.
you find out things about people you don't want to find out, or you find it out
Yep.
the hard way.
Yes. And I did.
That's
I
why I
found it
made
out
my
the hard way, and I
wife.
was upset about it.
That's why I made my
It
wife
actually
live with
broke
me
my.
for years.
It actually broke my heart to find out what she was and what she was doing.
That's why I made my wife live with me for 2 years so she could find out all my dirty secrets.
I can't be real. I already gave up the. I already gave up the job, but they did say with the where that they once I get to where I'm going, they would see about getting me a job there. Hey, MCW Joker, Hope your friend's doing well, MCW Joker, that was in the hospital. I haven't heard an update on that in a while. So I hope your friend's doing better. It's all good, be real. It's all good. Hey, Vlad. So I just wanted to let y'all have a little more of an insight on what's going on. And to assume I was really disappointed in CFW to assume that I would time her out or kick her out of that chat. Uh, I was very, hey, Steve Pender, how are you, buddy? I was really, really not so, that was not cool. Of her, of all people, should know that, you know. And that was upsetting that she would assume that. And I hope she understands that. Probably south, uncontrollable. Probably south. So we'll see what happens. You know. ANC Tired Hunter, what's up, buddy? So now you got a little more behind the scenes, and now I want to go on away from that. I want to go talk about Minneapolis and something I just seen on the freaking mainstream media news. The governor up there in Minnesota saying, "Oh, I don't want to send in the National Guard. I don't want to send in the National Guard." But as he was talking out one side of his ass, the National Guard was pulling into Minneapolis, and they're there now.
Look at all
Watched
the
him do it.
rioting and burning shit down. I mean, my God, they got to get it under control. What about the good citizens in the crossfire, all that shit?
The only things they've ever burnt down is businesses. Okay. And if you look at the businesses they burnt down, look where part of their budgeting went to them cops, them killer cops. Okay.
How would you feel, Tammy, if
Where,
businesses
security there.
down?
Huh?
How would you feel if you were a business owner and one of those assholes burned down your business because fucking the cops acted inappropriately? It's not the business owners that are at fault.
They were. Did you not just hear what I said, Salty? The businesses they burnt down were hiring them cops as security. The same cops that killed that man. It's that little Oriental guy that was keeping them from getting to the cop that had his knee on his neck. He was hired by the liquor store in the AutoZone as security.
I know, but the businesses don't have any vested interest in whether the cops act appropriately or not. They're businesses. They don't have anything to do with this. So you think it's okay to burn down the businesses that may hire the cops as security? Come on, that's so far from.
Why did they take a known person who has a record a mile long, and they know it, and hire him as security?
I don't know, Tim.
What investment do they have in that?
I'm not the business owner, and that's not exactly why I'm bringing this up. I'm just telling you that if you were the business owner and you poured your life into your business, whether you hired cops off duty or not to do security for your business shouldn't be a casualty of what's going on. Plus, other people's homes and apartments were burned as well.
See, my thing is, as a business owner, I would never hire killer cops. I would never hire cops to secure my thing. So that's not a hypothetical that can be brought to me. I would never hire a cop to secure me.
That's fine, and that's your prerogative, and I respect it. But in too many,
especially knowing that one of them's been in so many investigations, it's not even funny. I would never ever hire that guy.
Too many innocent people are getting caught in the crossfire. That's what I'm saying. If it doesn't get under control, more people are going to get hurt or possibly killed. And it's not fair to the innocent people. The
So
business
it's
owners
okay
and
for the governor to talk out his ass and say, I'm not sending in the, I don't want to send in the National Guard. I don't want to send in the National Guard. I don't want to send in the National Guard. And then 15 minutes later, you're watching the National Guard roll in.
I don't think the
He
businesses
straight up lied. He straight up fucking lied.
How many business
Is that
owners know
cool?
what the cops are doing? Seriously. Do you think
The
that
governor
business
has
owners
to
are in
the
collusion
governor
with the
has to
state?
the governor has to activate the National Guard to come into his state and do anything in his state at any given place. He
Well,
has to give that order. So he knew they were coming and was lying his ass off.
my point being is the businesses shouldn't have been burned. The cops should be held accountable. We would all like to see justice. But if we can get justice without hurting innocent people in the crossfire,
The
that's what
businesses, again, what I keep saying, the businesses that burnt down hired these cops. One of the and you could look and see the guy's freaking record. One of the guy's record, he'd been under investigation so many times and not found guilty of doing this very same thing to two people.
But how do the business owners know if the cops are dirty or not? They're just hiring them for security. That's it.
First of all, again, I would never hire a cop for my business because
I
I know
get
what
that. That's
cops
your
are about.
prerogative,
Okay.
and I respect that. I
And two,
respect it.
how hard is it to look up? Uh, how hard is it to look up a person's uh, um, background, being a business when they do it every freaking day? When they hire you, do you not think they put you through a background check, Salty?
Oh, Tammy,
Yes, they do.
it's
Every
like
business puts you through a background check. Don't tell me they didn't know that cop was that way. Don't
you
even
don't
tell me
the
that.
internal files of police officers. That's kept confidential with the cops union.
It was kept confidential. That's how it got out. They were trying to hide it and never show it. That's how it got out on the internet because it was a public records information. Really? Not trying to be a
I don't
dick.
agree. I don't
That was
agree that the
public
business.
record.
I
That was
don't. I
public
don't.
record, and they do background checks. Don't tell me your business when they hired you didn't do a background check on you. I know they did.
Yeah,
When I got hired, they did a background check on me. They do background checks on everybody except for them cops, or did they? And they knew that guy was a killer.
I don't know if they knew he was a killer for first. I don't think the businesses should have been burnt.
That's your opinion, and I noticed what they were burning down. I happened to notice it was all hirings, all businesses that hired freaking the cops from that precinct. Now, St. Paul, Minnesota, I cannot say anything about that. I haven't looked into that, but I'm sure there might be something to the effect of there was cops like that too in St. Paul, and that's why they burnt down them businesses. You know, you see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but
And
I'm saying
anyways, and anyways, what is the business going to lose out? They're probably going to get paid double the amount of insurance that they freaking would have made if the store just burnt down on its own. Okay,
well, we
because
don't
of
know.
faulty
We don't know that
wiring or
everyone has
anything else.
insurance.
They ain't losing. They
We
ain't
don't know
losing.
that everyone has insurance. We don't
You
know
can't
what they're
have a
going to lose.
business in Minnesota. You can't have a business in Minnesota unless you have insurance on the business. You got to look that up as well. You cannot have a business in Minnesota without having insurance.
They have insurance. It's okay for looters to burn it down because they hired cops for security. I have a hard time with that scenario.
That's you. I don't.
I
I don't
do.
have a hard problem with it.
I think
I
it's
don't have a
wrong.
hard problem with it. That they're going to get double the amount of money
We don't know
out of this.
the amount of money because we don't know what they're insured for.
It don't matter what they're insured for. If they're insured for a half a million, they're going to get double
the amount of money if their businesses
Yeah,
get
the
burned
governor
down.
just said that. The governor just said that. You need to start watching what these people are saying before you start making freaking assumptions. The governor just said if your business burnt down, we're going to make sure you get double what your insurance says.
Yeah,
And if they didn't have insurance, they were an illegal business in Minnesota.
All right. I'm not going to argue the point with you, Tammy, because I'm not going to win here. I'm just trying to get you to see the other side. If you were the business owner,
I don't see the other side.
I know, and I'm trying to get you to see the other side because normally you're open to it. But for some reason, you're being stuck on stubborn, and it's making me fucking crazy. I'm just trying to get you to look at the other side of the picture. I'm not mad at you. I'm not trying to argue with you. Just look at both sides.
We're discussing.
Yes, we're discussing, having a heated debate. We're discussing it. But we're not calling names. We're not yelling and screaming. We're acting rational, which is great. Yeah. But I'm just trying to get you to the other side.
We've had these discussions on the phone before too, ain't we?
We have. Yes, many times over. I'm just, I know I'm playing devil's advocate, sort of, and I don't mean to be. I'm just saying that I understand your position about not hiring cops in general. I get it. I don't know what businesses these are that were hiring police officers, but I don't think the business owners should be punished for their decision to hire cops. Whether you agree with it, I agree with it, or the world agrees with it. And I don't think their businesses have
any... Yes, he did, Steve Bender. Yes, he did say the word thug. Yes, he did. I watched it on Fox News. He did say the word thug, and that the thugs need to be shot. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I watched it on Fox. And I even went on there to say, Mr. Trump, what about the thug cops that were targeting people and shooting them in the head with their rubber bullets when they were doing a peaceful protest? They were standing there protesting peacefully. They were not advancing. They did not pass the security line, nothing. And they were shooting them in the head, targeting their heads to shoot them. They shot a black man that was a Marine. He even caught a rock that was thrown at the cops, and started yelling and screaming at the young men that were throwing them rocks, saying, "What is your freaking problem? Quit doing this! Stop it!" And he kept doing that for 20 minutes, and he got sprayed in the face not once but twice, trying to stop violence with mace. He got also shot at his head with an M40 flashbang, and it bounced off his head and went straight down his body and blew up on his stomach. Okay. What about them thugs that were targeting heads? Them thugs that were targeting people that were doing a peaceful protest? What about them thugs? Them were the true thugs. That violence did not take place, and I know I watched it on Tatted Aviators. Okay, Tatted Aviator was down there when that was going. Tatted Aviator was down there when that was going on, and I had him live streamed on my I had him live streamed on my channel here. Okay, Tatted Aviator was even showing it. He almost got shot twice or 3 times because he was just standing there. Okay. After the 5th person that got shot in the head had to go to the hospital because it damaged them so bad, that's when they decided to go after the freaking police precinct. As far as I'm concerned, that was a declaration of war. Okay. Without saying that was war. And if you all don't see that, I don't know what the hell your problem is. That was a declaration of war. To shoot innocent people in the head and put one in the hospital, that's some messed up shit. And if you don't see the wrong in that, I don't know what the fuck your problem is. I hope the cops shoot you in the head then with rubber bullets. That's what I hope. Because you're an innocent bystander that's protesting. And they did, Steve. They did. You, if Jen T wouldn't have pulled down my stream because I talked shit about her, which I'm sure this one will be too, uh, um, you would have seen that with Tatted Aviator. But you might want to go to Tatted Aviator's stream. I think he's going to put up some of that and go check it out and what he shows. Them people weren't throwing rocks. They weren't throwing bottles. They weren't doing nothing. And they were taking pot shots and shooting them in the head. And every one of them bullets hit people in the head. Bean bags were not, they can't really, they really can't uh, uh, direct them so well. They got to lob them. Okay. But they were lobbing bean bags into the people. Okay. Yeah, I have a problem with that. And if you don't see the wrong in that and why these people went from peaceful mode to all out screw you mode, it, I don't see your comprehension there. So were them cops, Steve, and they started it. They were the ones who started it. Why don't you say them cops were thugs, Steve? Not at 10:30 in the morning they weren't, Steve. When the first shot was fired and the first person was hit in the head with a rubber bullet, they were not throwing rocks. Yes, after the fifth person got shot in the head. After the fifth person got shot in the head, they went to throwing rocks. Yes, they did.
Well,
Every one of them cops targeting people's heads for no reason, just to shoot them, were thugs too, Steve.
I'm going to bring up one last point, Tammy, and then I'm going to let you have it. This is my personal opinion, okay? If I was a cop and someone was throwing rocks at me or I saw them hurting innocent people, I wouldn't hesitate to fire on the looters and the rioters, the people causing the mayhem. But here's the problem.
But the problem was at 10 a.m. in the morning, they weren't.
Can I finish, please? Here's the point. The cops are here to protect us. They may not do a very good
want the protection.
I understand.
I don't want their protection.
Want their protection. How many people in Minneapolis want the police's protection? When people come to your neighborhood and they start burning shit down, throwing shit around, going all fucking crazy because a black man died unjustly, who's going to protect you if you can't protect yourself? I goddamn
guarantee. Maybe they should give the right back to the people to protect themselves, hadn't they?
I goddamn guarantee it, Tammy. If rioters and looters came to my neighborhood, my neighbors and I would stand up and we would drop motherfuckers straight up.
Well, then if they're coming to your neighborhood, if they're coming to your neighborhood and burning down your house, yes, I would say do that.
And that's
but they weren't burning down people's houses.
They were burning shit down. Just because they have the ability to do it doesn't make it right.
They were not burning people's houses. Salty, they were not burning people's houses.
If you didn't see the news, maybe you should go back and watch it. I don't know everything. You don't know everything, but we're having a debate.
I've been watching it. I've been watching it all morning. I've also been watching all the replays of the freaking what people have been putting out. I got about 37 different channels that I watch now that on just for this
let me bring up a good point. When they did the riots in LA, right? That truck driver, Reginald Denny, he was pulled out of his truck and stoned in the head. And he has permanent brain damage.
And that was then. That was then. That was then. That ain't now. Why are you bringing up the past? That ain't now. That ain't now, Salty.
He was doing his job, and they pulled him out of the truck and beat him over the head.
Why are you bringing up the past? That wasn't now. That ain't been now.
It happened. When people riot and loot. When looters go to the streets and burn and riot, innocent people get caught in the crossfire. That's what I'm saying.
Because the cops want to make that happen. Yeah, the cops want to make that
telling you.
happen. Yeah, you're right.
So, innocent people are going to continue to get hurt if the governor doesn't do something. You may not
So
agree
it's
with
all right for him to lie? So you're telling me it's all right for him to lie? Salty, you're telling me it's all right for him to lie? That's what you're
He
telling me?
doesn't want to bring in the
And
National Guard,
run
but
his
he has
mouth
no
saying,
choice.
I ain't going to do this, I ain't going to do this, and he does it? So what happens when they come to your place to do that and say, oh, I ain't bringing the National Guard in, and then the National Guard shows up and they say, oh, you got to take a fucking
Okay.
test and you got to fucking get a fucking vaccine. See,
Okay,
there you go.
Let me ask one more question. Let me ask one more question. How come we don't see riots when white people get killed? On the majority. How come we don't see riots when white people get killed? Tell me.
Because white people have turned into fucking pussies.
White people turned into pussies. You're going to go with that? Really? Okay.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Because
there's no
they ain't taking.
There's no reason
with this particular reason, no, there ain't. Not on this one.
Wow, there's no reasoning with you. You hate cops to the point you want to see all of them dead? You don't believe there's any cops left in the world?
I want to see every one of them in Minneapolis get their just desserts, and none of them are going to get their just desserts because they didn't even go. Salty, think about this. Think about it. What would have happened to you or me or Steve Pender or G-Ma Pam or Slaw Dog or any one of y'all if you did that to a man and they saw a video? You would be in jail right now, not sitting at home with your family trying to eat takeout.
Yes, you're right.
Every day.
Because I don't have that, what do they call it? Immunity. What's the name for it? The immunity thing?
So,
you know what? What's that name on the immunity that cops have?
Yeah, preferred immunity.
Yeah, I don't have preferred immunity. I'm a civilian, just like you. We're not cops.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. So, no, I you're right. I ain't gonna sit there.
I mean, I don't like tyranny, just like every other person.
Coincides with you when I know the businesses are going to get double their amount
immunity.
of
Thank
money.
You, Black Matter. I don't want to see tyranny just like everybody else, but burning everything down, going crazy, rioting and looting is not going to get it done. It's going to create more problems.
Not preferred. They're right. Qualified immunity, not preferred. Sorry about that guy. Yeah, qualified.
Right. All that shit, implied immunity, qualified immunity, it's all the same. The cops
and they ain't burning down people's houses. I hate to tell you. They are not burning down people's houses.
They will if they go unchecked, Tammy. They will. Look, when I lived in Las Vegas, right? In North Las Vegas, the minority people that lived in North Las Vegas, in their hoods, in their ghettos, okay? And I'm not saying
they burned down their hood. Yeah, so what? They got new freaking buildings.
Burn down your area. You can't get services anyway, so you're going to go to a neighborhood deli and burn it down? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So now all the rest of the people in your community can't go to that neighborhood deli to cash their check, get their food, get their supplies? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, let's just burn it all down.
That deli will get twice the amount of money.
It makes
sense. They always do.
It doesn't matter the amount of money, Tammy. It doesn't matter. Just because they get double. Who cares?
You're making it sound like they lost something. You're making it sound like they lost something. They lost nothing. They
lost their fucking business. They lost everything. They put their heart and soul into.
3 times better. They'll be able to rebuild it 3 times better, Salty, after this is all done.
3 times more expensive than
what did they lose? What the hell did they lose? They lost a building. And then they're going to get paid for it and get 3 times the amount or 2 times the amount of money that they would have if it actually just burned down naturally. They didn't lose nothing. They didn't lose absolutely nothing.
It's not as simple as losing a building, Tammy. That's what I'm trying to get you to realize. It is not as simple as losing a building.
Salty, your point is mute when they're going to get double the amount of money and they can rebuild.
You say it's mute. It's not mute.
It is. What did they lose when they're going to get Salty? There's no talking to you either, evidently. Because when they're getting double the amount of money for their insurance, what did they lose? They did not lose anything. They gained. They gained everything. They can go rebuild that business 3 times better than it was where it was at.
Okay, so let's play devil's advocate since you seem to be so convinced about this? Say you have a really nice boat, right? And you're out on the lake, on the Swanee Lake, right? Or the river. And I burn that motherfucker down. And your insurance money tells you, oh, well, you haven't lost anything, Tammy. Oh,
if they want to give me double the amount of money,
for.
Salty, if they want to give me double the amount of money, I'll let you come and burn my boat all day long.
Oh, my God, dude.
Because now I'm going to have a better boat later on. You're damn right. I'm going to have a better boat than what I was on to begin with. You dang right. Burn it down, please. If you're going to give me my insurance back double the amount.
Oh my God, dude! All right, I'm gonna go take a nap and recharge my batteries because he's zapped. I mean, I don't have the fucking energy for you anymore.
Well, I'm just like, you know, if you want to burn down my boat and they can guarantee me double the amount of insurance, you dang right, burn down my boat. Burn it down all day long. Burn it down 5 times for me, please. There's the link. I know someone was asking for the link. Zeus saw that. The mayor just guaranteed that, Cindy Renee, on Fox News. That's where he gets it. There's a link if you want to come up. Anybody can come up, you know that. You gotta put it out there. There you go. Well, I want to look at what Wilma Dickfit said. But anybody's welcome to come up on my panel. You could yell and scream at me all you want, but I'll have an argument right back. Hey KJ, what's up?
Hey, that Swami dude that's in chat.
Yeah.
He called me a troll because I stated a fact of what President Trump said this morning. It was that he wants to shoot the thug looters.
Yes, and he did say that. And he did say that on Fox.
Exactly.
I saw that.
And I hate being freaking called a damn troll over facts. That shit bothers me up.
Swami, Trump did say that. He said it on Fox News. And I'm going to have to stay with KJ on this because I saw it. Swami, Trump did say that. He said he was going to, he wants the thug looters and thug thieves shot. Okay.
You know what?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did too, Steve Bender. Yes, he did.
Want the third cop shot, I ain't getting mad at him.
No, he said he wanted them shot, Steve Pender. You need to go back and look at that. I watched that. I watched that.
The third cop shot. So am I going to get what I want if Trump gets what he wants? Huh? Is that what we're going to get? Is Trump declaring war on the people? Fuck him. Come on.
Yes, he did say black.
Trump, let's do it.
Yes, he did.
Listen, in my opinion, Trump fostered this mentality when he said, police, it's okay for you to bump the guy's head on the way in. When you're putting them in the back of the car, slamming on the roof of the car, that's fine. So he's been fostering this fucking behavior. He can't fucking complain now, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
And where the fuck is Salty? I'll have to put a rap with Salty. Shit, I wanted to know that why don't people riot when white people are killed? I wanted his answer.
He didn't like my answer, and I honestly, truly believe that white people have become complacent and pussies.
When the cop,
and that's why,
right? Which is why
fucking brutal dictators for the next 6 fucking months.
Which is why even white folks is out there burning shit and all of that shit. The white people are saying white people have come complacent. You know, this is great.
Yes.
Yes, I love this.
And you're right. There were white folks
Hey,
out
hey,
there.
whoa. Steve, you say blame Trump, Steve Pender. How about blaming Trump for the coronavirus, for shutting down the country? Yeah, the virus didn't shut down the country, right? It took a man to do that, right?
Mhm.
It took someone, and the buck stops with the president. So tell me, did the president shut down the country? I want to know if you just on some blind Trump shit. You up, Justice?
I'm a liar, Steve. Oh wow. You might want to go back and watch what they had on Fox News then,
Kind
buddy
of
boy.
liars. What was the lie? I missed everything, Steve. What was the lie?
Steve,
What happened?
about him saying that black thugs, looters need to be shot. He did say that, and
He
then he
didn't.
corrected
He
himself
didn't say
quickly.
black. He
Yes,
said
he did.
thugs. He didn't say black, right?
No, you should see the first thing he said. Watch that whole thing all the way through, like I did this
I
morning.
just saw the tweet
Yeah,
on the retweet on CNN written. I didn't hear it myself.
yeah. I watched it as he was saying it live this morning. He said, "Black thug looters."
No, all right, I'll be back. I gotta find that.
Yeah, try to find it. I watched that live. I didn't watch it rebroadcast. I watched it live.
Hey, the rebroadcast where they cut it out at. Ain't that right, Tammy?
Uh, Fuck DSS. I can barely hear you, buddy.
I said, in the rebroadcast where they edit out all the shit that's unfavorable.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Rebroadcasts are edited. You should have watched that live and seen what he said. I did see what he said.
I think Trump should be the one to
Actually, I
grab a gun
didn't
and go
see it.
do
I
it.
heard it out of his mouth.
I think if Trump feels so strongly about it, he should be the one to grab a gun and go do it. Because you know the Secret Service, they swore an oath to the Constitution too, right? Go
What's
ahead,
that?
start shooting. I said the Secret Service swore an oath to the Constitution too. You know
Yep.
that, right?
Yep. All of them did.
So,
Every dang one of them government officials do.
so we might see another Lincoln thing going on here. It was probably the Secret Service that done Lincoln in.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Censored stuff. They're censoring what he said. I'm telling you that now. Because on the live, when he was live, he said black thug looters need to be shot. He didn't say the white. He didn't say the Hispanic. He didn't say anybody else. That was a racist comment. And yes, that was one of the things I was coming up here to actually go off on about as well. And I used to support Trump.
How can you be
I
so?
tell you that now. I used to support him big time. I even stood up for him on this damn coronavirus shit. And you've heard me do it. Okay. I won't condone that racist bullcrap. And that was straight up a racist comment. And he needs to freaking be held accountable for that racist comment.
I mean,
You
the
didn't
sad part
watch it live then, Cindy. You saw a rebroadcast. Were you up at 5 o'clock this morning when he was doing that live?
might be a different time zone, Tammy. It might have been a different time for her.
No, she's in the same time zone as me. Yeah, I did too, Swimmy. And he did say it. Wished I would have had my dang StreamYards going. I would have brought it up, but I didn't. I was just watching it through. But if I wished I would have never thought them words would have come out of his mouth, or I would have had. If I would have thought he would have said that, I would have had my StreamYards going while I was watching it. So that
If
way,
it was
it
said,
could
someone's
be
got a
brought up
copy of
to
it
you
somewhere.
without it being uncensored. But I can guarantee you, I would have been. My channel would have been shut down. That's another thing Trump's trying to do. You did you not hear his wordings? He's wanting to start censoring all media platform. All,
Yeah, that's
not
against the
just one,
Constitution.
not just Twitter. He's wanting to freaking censor all media platform companies.
That's
And he,
a violation of the Constitution. That makes him look like Kim Jong-un, the man that doesn't shit. So we know he's full of
there's you
shit.
another
So
thing. And guess how they started out over there in when they were having their riots over there in Egypt. They started out saying, "Oh, the media platforms doing this, and they're trying to censor this, and they're trying to censor that. They're trying to censor this, and they're trying to censor that." And then they got the rules set in place. Then they started just shutting down media platforms. Then they even went as far as to shutting down people's personal web pages. Okay, because they knew what was going to happen was they were using that as an ability to coordinate anything. And guess what? All right, no justice, no justice. Chill too. But he Swammy didn't mean to. If that was it, that's cool. We're good. Let's not chill out. We're here for the same reason, guys.
did
We want
somebody have a fat
justice.
finger syndrome or something?
I don't believe a dang one of you watched it live because I don't think any of you were up at 5 o'clock in the morning when he did it live.
I damn sure wasn't. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you was comatose.
I was comatose.
So and Salty, I love you, bro. This is one time we're gonna have to agree to disagree. Okay. Um on that. And like I said, yeah, you wanted you asked me about my boat if I had a boat and you came and burned it. Yeah, I'll let you burn it down 5 times so I can get my damn get a better boat every damn time. You damn right. Sorry. I'll get a boat every dang time if I'm getting twice the amount of insurance. I can go from a sloop to a freaking 5 mast sailing ship. You know, keep doing that.
Who the fuck you kidding, Tammy? You go from a giant boat with a damn desk fan on the back of it, from a damn that all the way up.
He'll have him a yacht eventually.
I can see you starting off with a boat that's a damn tire inner tube and a desk fan.
Right.
Oh, come on, that's funny. Think about it. A tire inner tube, you know, a big ass inner tube, and a desk fan.
I love you to
Like a
death,
boat
bro.
on water, boy.
You know I love you to death, Salty. You know that.
Talking about the boat like on
And
water.
you know that. This is one of our we're gonna have to agree to disagree moments, which we've done many times too, Salty. I don't want you mad at me, and I don't want to be mad at you, and I ain't mad at you, so you know, bro. Uh, um,
Y'all two will kiss up and make up before the day's over with.
and you know that, Salty Rant. You know that. Okay.
That's why I don't get involved in politics.
Well, that wasn't really a politic thing. That was
It
his
was a
point of
morality
view
question.
of burning stuff down.
It was a morality question.
No,
Yeah.
but
And our different we have a very big difference of opinion, but it ain't the first time me and Salty's had a difference of opinion, and we had to agree to disagree. You know,
And here I was thinking y'all was 2 peas in a pod, and the only thing different between y'all was y'all's dick size.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
even if
when I
I knew
first
I was going to get the insurance off my store, Sydney, I would sit there and be go ahead, burn it down. I'll just rebuild my store. Okay. Go ahead, burn it down. It's there, burn it down. I'll get a new store. I'll have all the updated bullshit and everything else in my store. Cool. Go ahead, burn it down. That's
Hey, no,
exactly
but
what I'd be saying.
I wonder if the employees can file for unemployment if they burn something down.
probably they probably can because it was a dramatic loss in business. Or
All
I
right,
don't
no
know.
justice. Did they just arrest him, Trump? Now, what about the other four the other three that just stood there, and then one's even keeping the people from getting to that other cop to knock him off the guy?
Oh yeah, Tao
What
gets it
about
too. His
them?
name was Tao. Tao
Yeah,
gets it too.
yeah. What about them? Were they arrested as well? Because that's an accessory to murder when you're trying to stop people from uh, when you're trying to stop people uh, and knowingly stop people uh,
No, that's not.
to
That's not
get
just
to the person that
accessory.
was committing the murder.
That's not just accessory. That is actual murder in the second degree, I believe, maybe the third, because you participated in it. You covered his ass while he fucking killed that man. You
Yeah.
made that murder possible, because if it had been just that one cop, that crowd would have ripped him off of him. But
Mm-hmm.
no, there was 5 of them there, and all
Yeah.
5 of them get the motherfucking bullet.
Yeah. So what about that guy? Did they arrest him? See, that's another thing these people are looking at. There was other cops involved, and they ain't even bringing them up. Now, it's just that one cop. That one cop. Always that one cop. That's all they're talking about. Even though 4 got fired for it. What about them other 3 that were involved in that as well?
Yeah, he got fired for it, but he didn't get arrested for murdering someone.
What about every cop on that force that watched that video and did not charge that man with murder?
Or go arrest him for murder? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You have the right
What about
as a
every
police
cop in
officer to
Minnesota?
arrest somebody when you witness a crime.
What about every cop in Minnesota that did not do anything about it?
Every state trooper, every county sheriff, every chief of police. I live in the only state in this country where I cannot personally arrested that man for what he did to that other man. I'm the only state in this country that does not have private persons arrest.
See, I do have a very big problem with that when there was plenty of other people that could have arrested him besides his own precinct. Okay. And they
But
didn't. They
here's the
just
sad
sat there.
part. The uneducated people did not know that they could have beat that cop down, put him into custody, and threw him in the back of his own squad car. They
Right.
did not know they could do that because they're uneducated. But the law enforcement are supposed to know the fucking law.
Yes. You're right. I agree. DSS.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go, bouncer. There you go, bouncer. I'll be right back. I need to go pee, guys.
dang it, no.
Go ahead and keep talking if you want. Fuck DSS. I'll be right back. Pee.
This commercial brought to you by Chirp, Chirp, Chirp. Bidden.
I got no. You stop. Oh, I got no. Yay.
Large print.
I told him I like word searches.
You're blind.
You better not get in my noodles. I get you.
Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
Sorry, we got an alpha cat trying to take over the house and get a hold of everything. The cat bullies the dog just 4 times their size. Well, probably about 8 times their size.
Yeah, same here, JJ. I agree with that. Right here, I'm what I could almost throw a baseball and hit the capital of the United States. That's how close I am right now. There's no one's even. You can walk into the stores here in Washington D.C. You can walk into any store without any mask on if you want to. You can you can do whatever you want. There's people running and jogging up and down the streets. And most of them have no mask on. You see very few signs saying stay 6 foot apart. Da 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 da. Okay. The
Well, down here, them signs are in every store, and they're at every business. They're at the police station. They're everywhere.
Is that what I think it is?
yeah. See here in D.C. they ain't. That's the interesting thing. Why? Why? One of the biggest cities in the United States uh, has very few of those anywhere. Um, uh, there's more people coming in and out of Washington D.C. than any other airport other than up in New York. And yet you don't see anybody sick. You know, I mean, it looks like everyday normal life going on here, except for the government buildings and things like that are shut down. That's the only difference.
See, they're the ones. They're the ones demanding that they get hero pay and shit. That's extra extortion money for us.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Where's our hero pay for working in the gas stations while this shit's going on? Where's our hero pay for working in the fucking fast food restaurants while this shit's going on? The Starbucks guy that makes the cops their coffee, are they getting hero pay?
They ain't giving nobody hero pay in Pennsylvania that I know of. Especially like security guards and things like that. Dang it. I mean to do that. I'm sorry.
Why are they paying for the police and security? Why do they get hero pay? And the EMTs and the fire department? What about the people that's making the food, that's keeping the fucking people that's protecting us alive? Shit, they're getting just exposed to just as much danger. The nursing home staff, aren't they in just as much danger?
Oh, they're in just as much, if not more.
What about the people that carry the groceries to the little old lady's car and shit, right? They're not allowed to do that no more because chivalry's dead due to COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
Chivalry is dead because all of fucking America is now fucking cowards and they're scared of a little microscopic organism that nobody can even fucking see.
Welcome back, KJ.
Hey, real quick, they arrested the guy that put his knee on the back of that dude's neck today, just a few minutes ago.
Right. Well, that's well and good. What about the little Oriental dude that was standing there keeping people from knocking him off with a guy? He's an accessory to murder.
So far. But Trump's getting ready to do an announcement on CNN about what we was just talking about what he said about shooting looters.
All right. That's good. Maybe he should. Maybe he just should do that.
Whatever they do, I don't care if they arrest the whole cop squad, everybody that was in that cop station that belongs to that cop station. This ain't going to stop. This is just the beginning of the fire.
Yes, you're right, because they're trying to take rights away from everybody. And if you're not looking, it ain't just blacks. There are whites. There are Hispanics. There are Orientals. There were Muslims. I seen Muslims there. Okay, with all there at them protests. Okay, it ain't just now a race thing.
Yeah, race card's way out the. You can throw that race card out the door. It has nothing to do with race. Hell, I didn't even know Joe Cool was black for 4 months until I seen him get up on a live stream. I thought he was white.
There you go. Well, Joe Cool, I saw him. I actually stumbled across his channel a while back and watched some of his videos before he actually became prevalent here in our community. And I was like, wow. At first, when I first saw him, and then I was sitting there, you could tell he had like a hood slang going on, but you couldn't tell if he was black, white, or whatever until he changed that damn thing around and said, "And see, this is why I do what I'm doing." And I'm like, "Well, he is black. I'll be damned." But it didn't matter. It don't matter to me because Joe is out there and doing this for everybody. It ain't just the black community. Okay, now, yes, he's probably got a bigger voice in the black community than he does everywhere else there in Chicago because he's been doing that type of thing since he was way young. Okay, but still, yet he's out here doing this for all of us. I have no problem with Joe Black, and I don't see him having a racist bone in his body. Because if he did, he wouldn't be doing it at all. As far as saying all of us need to stand up, not just some of us, all of us.
Yep,
And if he
exactly.
was saying, if he was racist, he'd say, "Oh well, all the blacks need to stand up." That's racism. He's saying all of us need to stand up against this shit. Okay, and I've never heard him say otherwise. You know, so I have respect for him.
I'm going on my weed drum, brother. I'll talk to you.
All right, you take it easy, buddy.
Yep.
Did you say he was waiting on his weed man?
No, he said he's going on a weed run.
Oh, okay. I heard weed somewhere. I was gonna say, what? Lucky bastards.
Yes, that's it, Swammy. I agree. It shouldn't matter if it was black, white, brown, yellow, pink,
That
purple,
cop wouldn't have done
green.
that if he was white. We goddamn know it. He did that because he's a racist son of a bitch, and he deserves to
Oh,
get hung for the
he's
goddamn
got
Willow
he's
tree.
got all sorts of. If you were to look at his Facebook before they took it down, which they took it down, by the way, he had all sorts of racist stuff on his thing. Like he said one of his statements was "Screw Trump and make America great." He says, "Let's make white great again." That was a statement on his Facebook page. So yeah, he was very racist.
And I reiterate to any cop that seen that video shortly after it happened and did not go and arrest him for murder, fuck them too. They can get the shit too, and I hope they get the same motherfucking accessory for helping him escape. They covered his fucking escape. The whole goddamn department did. Fuck them.
The cop that knelt on that black man's neck did that, JJ. He said that in on his Facebook page. And because people were having such a fit about the racist statements, they actually took it down. Facebook took his Facebook page down because people were having a fit over the racist statements.
Oh, so now they're covering up and destroying the evidence? Oh,
Yeah,
now Facebook's
Facebook did.
involved. Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg, open up your servers and expose that shit. That's going to trial.
Yep.
If it was out there in public for everybody to see, put it back up so we can hang that motherfucker with it.
Oh, believe me, there's already people that have already sent it into the DAs and things like that. There's people talking about how they sent it into the DA and all that. But where's the district attorney in all of this?
Hey, matter of fact, if you go to my channel, Tammy, I did a video yesterday asking about that shit. Where was the district attorney? Where is he? The mayor's speaking out. Where's the district attorney's letter to the public? Where his press conference? What the fuck's going on, man?
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, what about the rest of them, Tiny Mouse? They arrested the guy that did it, but what about the accessories to murder?
It's too late now. They don't help them get away and get fucking far, far away. Now the whole police department's got to fucking face the consequences. They didn't arrest him. That's dereliction of duty. They didn't comply with their oath to the Constitution. That's treason. That's something they can get hung for.
And DSS just brought up a great thing. Well, I appreciate that, Tiny Mouse. I understand that. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting us know. Now, my question is, what about also the cops that were standing up on top of a building, targeting people to shoot them in the head when they were peacefully protesting?
Oh, that's treason too. That's bringing arms against the people. That's an act of war. That is treason.
It is.
That is act of war on we the people, and that is fucking treason.
Yes. That was a declaration of war, if I've ever seen it. Because guess what? Fort Sumter in the Civil War started with one shot fired. Okay. The Revolutionary War started with one shot fired. Okay, it wasn't. And yes, these are men ready to go to battle. I'm talking about. But guess what? Maybe the people are ready for that, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. Just think about it. It took 5 shots to people's heads before they even went after that freaking precinct building. Okay, 5 shots, and one of them had to go to the hospital because she got hurt so bad. It messed her up so bad that she had to go to the hospital. And then they went and started busting out the windows in that precinct, everything else. But no one wants to talk about that, do they? The cops doing bad. Oh, let's skip over that and go right to how bad these looters are and how bad these people burning up buildings are. Why skip over that? They were the ones who shot the first shots. All right, why are we skipping past that? And I watched it on Tatted Aviators live stream, who I had going for almost off and on for almost 3-4 hours. Okay, I watched them shoot a man in the face not once but twice with mace. That was even trying to catch the rocks that were being thrown at the cops, and then yelling at them young men, saying, "Why are you throwing these at the cops? You need to stop this stuff. You need to quit. You need to stop." And then they shot this man in the face with mace for trying to stop people and stop violence. Uh, they uh, they then later on, when he's still preaching, do not be violent, do not be violent, quit with the rock throwing, quit with this. Okay, they shoot him. They aimed at his head with an M40 flashbang. Okay, hit him in the head. It rolled down his body and freaking blew up on his belly. The damage it did to his belly, if he would have got hit in the temple or anything else like that by that flashbang, it would have killed him. They had every intentions to killing a man that was preventing violence or stopping a man from talking that was trying to prevent violence. Who is the ones that incited this and wanted to escalate this? Yeah, Reverend Al Sharpton's about an idiot moron. He ain't gonna make nothing better. He's gonna make it Reverend Al Sharpton's gonna make everything 3 times worse, I guarantee you. I've seen that happen with him. I don't like him. There ain't nothing about him I like. It already has, you kick shitter. You ain't been watching the news, have you? As the governor of the state saying, "I'm not sending in, and I don't want to send in the National Guard." The National Guard moved in. He had to give the orders for the National Guard to move in. So he has to give the orders for the National Guard to do anything in his state. So therefore, the National Guard moved in under his orders. So he was sitting on the podium, lying his ass off, saying, "Oh, I don't want to send them in. I don't want to send them in. I don't want to send them in." And why they were moving in, and he knew they were coming in.
He just wanted to save face to make like it wasn't his decision.
He's the only one that could give the right for them to come into the state and do anything in his state. So that was straight up a freaking lie. And we want to skip over these lies. This is why the people are done. This is why the people are doing what they're doing. Don't skip over these facts. Okay? Let's not just skip straight to the looting and all that bullshit and say, "Oh, how bad it is." How bad was it that guy stood up there and lied through his ass, knowing the National Guard was coming already? Things like that. Welcome back, Joe.
All right. I look for the Trump saying black thugs. All I could find was him saying, the death of a black man, these thugs must be hung or whatever he said. I couldn't find
Shot.
him say
Should be
black
shot.
thugs. They're shot. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
You know, I'd have lost it. Yo, I think he the most racist fucking, president ever. Actually, we had some really racist presidents in the past. I got a collection of some of the quotes that came out of our president's mouths. All of them from, I don't remember which one, has said some really shitty racist shit, including Lincoln. Everybody like, oh, he freed the slaves. He believed in equality. No, he thought black people would never be equal to whites. He thought we should go back to Africa and that bullshit.
let me give you a little history lesson on Lincoln here real quick. I've heard black people say, actually, that was our hero. And I had to educate them and show them that Lincoln actually had impacted plans, tried to enact plans to have 3 leaking ass ships, nasty, probably some of the worst built ships in the world at that time, to take the blacks back to Africa.
That's right.
Okay. Or they had to become learned citizens. And back then, a learned citizen is someone that could go to school. Back then, even after the Civil War, blacks were not allowed in schools.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or they had the Utah Territory set aside as a reservation for the black people.
Right. He did not think they should be among white people because he did not think they were equal or could be equal. I agree. Also, the guy was gay. He was gay. Nobody ever talks about that. He lived for 5 years, slept in the same bed with one dude. In fact, when that dude had to wait till he was out of town to leave him because Lincoln threatened suicide if he left him. So he had to wait till Lincoln was on a business trip just to leave his ass.
Yeah.
True story.
Yep. So, and I think you should be shot for saying that. End of story. Period, Salty. Because that is where you're just now saying that the man don't even have his chance at court. You just said that. That's what you just said, Salty.
Salty, can you jump up here? Salty, hold on. Let me flip my camera. Salty, can you jump up here? Because I wanted the answer. The whole reason I jumped up here was because you said, why do white people, why don't riots jump up when white people get shot? And I wanted your reasoning why. So if you could hop up here, that'd be great. Or you can say it in chat, I guess. I just wanted to know. That was the whole reason I got on here, Salty. Obama said racist things too. I don't know.
Salty, hold on. Well, Salty, you just said let's throw out the Constitution and not give the man a day in court, just like they did to that black man that they killed. That's exactly what you just said with that statement, Salty.
That's exactly what happened, right, Tammy? They threw out the Constitution and did not give him a day in court. And if Salty's saying these cops deserve a day, because Salty is right, we should not be on that hang them shit. I know we get emotional.
Where was George Floyd's day in court?
Salty, help your ass.
Where was the day in court?
It's up here, so I ain't got to keep looking in chat.
Think what you just typed, Salty. You just said throw out the Constitution, which you say you stand firmly on, and don't give them people a day in court. How many of them people would get shot by saying what you said? How many of them people?
Oh, he talking about don't get who a day in court. Tell me the looters, the rioters, the protesters.
Yeah, the looters should have their day in court. The looters, the rioters should all have their day in court by the Constitution.
I just got a text, Tammy. I just got a text. Look like Eric Brandt is, if I can find my text. Look like Eric Brandt is going to be released on a $3,000 bond. He cannot go on social media. He is allowed to be interviewed by media. Judge says everyone is media.
Okay, you said shoot him. Okay, how do you want to shoot him, Salty? That should have been a better question. Before I jump to conclusions, maybe I should have said, okay, maybe I should have said, how would you want them shot? shoot them with dart guns and put them to
Firing
sleep?
squad or random?
If you shot them and we shot them with dart guns, put them to sleep, arrested them, and took them to jail and give them the day to court, yeah, go ahead. Okay, I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that, no problem. But when you say shot, the first thing that comes to mind is shoot, kill, then it's like shoot them, kill them, let God sort them out later. That's what I was taking that
tear
as.
gas. You know them tear gas canisters that they've been shooting? They sell a net grenade that it'll catch about 5 or 6 people. The same thing that tear gas shoots will shoot them net grenades, and nobody has to get their fucking cancer and shit.
Jesus,
Hey, Kevin,
excuse me. You're awful low, DSS. I can't even fucking hear you.
No, I was making a point by what I said, Salty. Do you think I actually want you shot and dead? Hell fucking no, Salty. You should know better than that. I even called you up and telling you to be careful because they're starting to riot in LA. Do you think I want you dead, Salty Rant? No, I don't. I was making a point with my statement, is what I was saying. Okay, that's how stupid that statement looked to me, is to say, someone who cares about you, to say, okay, needs to be. I'm saying that, and you know I care about you, or I wouldn't have called you, told you, you know I care about you, or I wouldn't be calling you and telling you, hey, in LA they're rioting right now. I watch your back, watch your six, man. I don't want you to get in any bad situation. Okay, you know I care about you. I was making a statement as someone who cares
Afternoon, Pep.
how bad that statement actually looked. Okay?
Good afternoon, guys.
So you got my point pretty quick when I said that.
Can y'all hear me, Tammy?
Yes, we can hear
Now
you.
you're
Tammy,
saying,
please let Peachy.
hey,
Please let
how are
Peachy.
you, hon? How are you?
Peachy, please let Peachy get a chance to speak, Tammy.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Oh,
We can hear
I
you,
just wanted to
Peachy.
say
Yes,
hi. Oh,
we
okay.
can hear you, Peachy.
Okay, I just wanted to say hi to everyone in the chat, and I just stepped up here to show my support.
All right, I'm riding home, so you guys might as well wrap. I'm finna ride home.
All right. How are you doing today, Peachy? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm getting something to eat. You know, it's weird. I was going to turn my camera on, but you know how you can flip it? How you're supposed to be able to flip your video?
Yeah.
They updated StreamYards 2 weeks ago, Peachy.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they're making it to where you can go live from anything now, but they're not that far ahead yet. I was talking
what
to
happened to
StreamYards about that loophole we used.
Yeah.
For
What happened to
Android
the
that
flip?
didn't work with.
What
Yeah,
happened?
they changed that in the last update to make it more easy for people because people have these audio problems with switching with Bluetooths and stuff. They did that to make it where you can switch back and forth from the different microphones and stuff easier on a mobile device. But it's the same options you would normally have on a computer.
Okay.
It's more complicated.
I agree. I agree with the statements that if they're coming to your home to physically hurt you at your home, yes, do what you have to do to stop them. A business, and I know in Minnesota, you cannot have a business without having insurance. I would say, please burn my business down so I can have a new state of the art business that my insurance will pay for me to have. You're right. I would. I would beg them to come to burn my business down. Okay. I would gladly let them burn my business down, just like Salty asked me about if they came and burned my boat. If he came and burnt my boat down, I'd say do it 5 more times so I could go from a sloop to a damn four-masted ship.
But Tammy, a lot of times, the insurance won't pay. Won't pay
No,
even.
no, the insurance will pay, and I've seen it a
Hey,
million times.
hey, Tammy, even if they don't, right?
Mhm.
It has to happen. The tree of liberty has to be refreshed with the blood of tyrants and patriots. We got to lose our lives. We certainly have to lose our property. I don't give a fuck if it's my car, go up my house in the name to fucking invent this corrupt system that only works for some. It must be done.
Yeah. If that's the case, let's go back in history and look at how many times that shit happened. Let's take just what Sherman's March to the Sea, where he burnt down thousands of houses, looted thousands of businesses, stole thousands and thousands of dollars from them people, and back
And what he couldn't take, he set on fire.
Yeah, he literally set Atlanta on fire. There's a song about him setting Atlanta on fire. Okay, I mean, let's go there. Let's and people say the North was this great hero. Well, it depends on how you look at it. Okay, and that was Sherman's March to the Sea. That ain't any other people in the Civil War. Let's look what happened with the Revolutionary War. Okay, the people in the Revolution, they had to steal and take just to have enough to fight with, and they burnt up what they could not take.
And
So
by
others
the
could
way,
not get
Tammy
it
would
and
know
use it against
these
them.
things. This is his area of expertise, guys.
Let's just talk about history there. Okay.
Sure.
Hey, as long as we're doing that, let's start from the beginning. When Christopher Columbus
Hmm?
discovered America.
Well,
I
actually,
guess Attila the
I ain't
Hun
I ain't gonna start with.
discovered shit.
I ain't gonna start.
Uh,
I'm not going to start with Christopher Columbus because Christopher Columbus never even discovered America.
Agreed. Listen, you missed the air quotes. I was starting with Christopher Columbus. I want to give it
Okay.
I want to show how history is written and the difference in the way it really is. He discovered America is what we've been teaching our kids. He came over here and the Indians had to help this cat to survive. As soon as he got strong enough, he traded for all the jewelry he had them have. Then he told them, he gave them all a cup, every one, and told them they had to fill it every 30 days with gold. These guys were farmers. They found gold, but once that was exhausted and they couldn't fill it up no more, he killed every one of them. He didn't want to waste powder on people, so he would cut their stomachs and take the babies out and dash or hold them by the feet and slam their head on rocks. This is the Christopher Columbus I know.
Yeah, same here. Same here. And because he did do that to ancestors of mine. So you know.
Yes, right.
The Muscogee Creek came out of the islands in South America. So you know. And yes, I do know a lot.
Okay, I'll say, Joe Cool. Would you
Yeah.
be okay with somebody to burn it down the store you get your cigars from? And Tom Pirate, I know who you are. You better hope you got a wrench, man, because when I get bored, I'm gonna get pop your ass just on GP if I get bored. I should bet Al Sharpton, you be wrong. Him, the other cat, Jesse Jackson, none of them are black heroes. That's shit that y'all believe, bro.
Yep, I agree with you on that statement, and I've seen what they've done, and I've seen what they do, and they are
Yeah,
not your
them
heroes
niggas
by
bought and
no means.
sold.
They will
Them niggas
sell their
bought and
soul to
sold,
the
baby.
devil for $1 is what they will do, and they'll turn their back on you just as quick as they will any other race to get that dollar in their pocket. I've watched them do it
Yes,
right down in Perry, Florida.
yes. They're entrenched by now. It's over with. It's a done deal. We need youth. We need the young motherfuckers like we saw last night, giving them interviews. I don't know if y'all saw Unicorn last night. What is that nigga name? Something Unicorn.
It was
He was there.
unicorn. Joe, it was unicorn riots.
Unicorn riot. Thank you,
Hey,
baby.
they locked up a CNN reporter.
When they
Get off live
when,
right now.
when they went to the 3rd precinct where those guys worked, Unicorn was there when they busted in there and ran out with the riot gear and set fire. He went in the motherfucker. Sprinklers came on. He ran out, and as they put the fire out, he went back on.
Mhm.
That
Unicorn
motherfucker
was
burned to
there,
the
and he
ground
got
though.
some interviews when he came out. First, he said something. He spoke. He was very articulate. Then this young black dude came up, and he was telling them how this must happen. It must burn in order for a revolution to occur. So understand. These things must occur. I want to see the whole city come up. Then the next guy come up. I couldn't even tell what race they had. A white guy, then a black guy. Then I was like, I can't even tell what race this nigga is. He had hair down of his tits, like fucking Hunter. And then dude was like, I'm half black and half white. And he said something like, oppression never disappear. It just reinvents itself. We have to stop it. He was killing. And then a dark-skinned Mexican come on. Then a light-skinned Hispanic from somewhere. White motherfuckers on the back of cars in the background, standing on top of cars. This
Well,
is
but
all racist. Let's
White
not
skate
make it a race thing.
see, another
skateboarders,
thing
motherfucker
that you
busting
did
windows
leave
out
out,
with the
they
skateboards
also
and
had a
shit.
couple of white boys on a different channel that were interviewed, and they were saying practically the same damn thing that you were just saying. Them young black men and half black men and Hispanic men were saying. Okay,
Tammy, I'll
so
be
it's
right back.
no race.
I'm finna smoke in the vehicle, but somebody wanted me to go see him right quick. I'll be right back.
Let's also celebrate the people well, people everywhere that's out with their cameras, but specifically Cut the Plastic
Yeah,
and Ghost Rider, and I think the Finn was filming, but Cut the Plastic, he caught pepper spray or tear gas about
yeah.
3 or 4 times, and
He caught it
he,
4 times last night that I
yeah,
remember seeing,
yeah,
and uh, and guess what? He's white as white can be.
he stood his ground. Yeah, he stood his ground. There were a lot of people in Denver, which was incredible, protesting. It was pretty awesome to watch. Tammy, where else are they protesting? I heard.
Oh,
See,
they started
Denver,
protesting in
Denver,
St.
Los
Paul,
Angeles.
Denver, uh, uh, Minnesota.
California, Denver, New York.
Have they started protesting in New York? I didn't
That's
know.
what I that's what I've heard, but haven't seen. Uh, uh, Hunter, have you seen any footage anywhere else? Sorry, it's loud in here, guys. Have you seen any
I
footage from anywhere else besides?
Yeah, last night I seen Denver, I seen Minneapolis, the Twin Cities, I seen no, I don't think it was Texas. There was a bunch of people, and like I know that the Denver crew actually went out there because they was protesting in Denver. Like it's big. Like there was like 4 or 5 cities, and then I heard of 2 or 3 more last night. I know the count's about up to 6 or 7. It is a full-blown revolution around the country at this point. They're protesting in almost a handful of cities, more than a handful of cities actually. If we can get it up to over the double digit mark, we'd be doing good.
Oh wow! Now there's something interesting. I had a cam that I used to watch that was in Central Park in New York. It was an Earth Cam Central Park. Uh, uh, Not Central Park, excuse me. Down there, where where they drop the ball and all that. Okay, and that camera's down. They ain't got it running now. They shut it down.
Huh. That's awfully transparent, ain't it?
Yep. So there you go. Um, Columbus, Ohio, MJ started last night. How did Joe lose all respect, Swammy? I'm just asking. Well, then you need to quit talking about your. Don't say that the North was such a good thing then, and the Civil War went the right way anymore. If you believe that I
The
could
Civil
be.
War went the right way. Hell, it don't matter if it went the right way because back then there was a problem. Now there's a problem. There's always going to be a problem. There's always going to be a problem. It's been
Right.
200 years of peace. It's time for, well, it's actually been 100 and some years of peace, but still, It's time for war again, damn it. The people in control think they're getting too big for their fucking britches, and we need them to stop writing checks that their ass cannot cash.
Let me say, I've been trying to work on my mom with this with the police stuff, right? You know, Mom, the police aren't your friends, right? And things like that. Talking
No,
to her. I'm sorry.
I'm
Go ahead.
just saying if. Go ahead, so or go ahead, PTM.
No, you know what my mom said last night.
What's that?
95% of the police are good police.
Wow,
But
wow,
look, my family, my mom and dad, they're snowflakes by default. You know, with their age, right? It's that generation. But even I've been working on my mom for 6 months. 6 months I've been talking to my mom. Longer than that, I've been talking to my mom. You know, look, Mom, if they pull you over, don't answer any questions. You know, don't tell them you've taken any medication. They'll get you for DUI. Don't do this, don't do that. And I've been working on her, working on her. And still, what does she revert back to? Well, you know, most of them are, 95% are good. And I'm like, dang, Mom, okay. Anyway, I just had to throw that. But we still try to educate. You know, I want to keep her safe. You know, I said, Mom, the cops, you're going to be tortured, raped, killed, stabbed, shot. Uh, Prior to the cops coming to even think about helping you, it'll already be done and over with. You know, you got to find a way to protect yourself because the cops aren't going to.
right. You're right. You're right. Uh, and they don't have the. And if they don't want to, they don't have to protect you. That was also proven through Supreme Court cases. So you know.
Well, I get a good debate with her because, of course, she's like,
Well, I'm
well,
also letting these people know these cops don't have to protect nobody by Supreme Court case as well.
She's the
Okay.
last one, and I heard of hers.
Please don't be timing out Dirty Dog. He didn't say anything wrong. Come on, guys. I thought I had him actually. I thought I actually had him rich.
Rent.
He ain't said anything wrong. Come on, guys. He's just stating it. This is a very strong debate we're having. Okay. It's very strong feelings on this debate that we're having. I don't think anybody's wrong or right now. Um, so I I ain't seen Dirty Dog say anything wrong just because he has a difference of opinion. That just means we're having a debate here right now, guys. Uh,
well, it's
if they're
The
talking
attorney's giving an update.
if they're talking about okay, I'm going to come to your house. Let's say someone says I'm going to come to Bouncer Sam's house and kill him, then get rid of him. Things like that. Okay, so Dirty Dog just has a different opinion. That's all. Okay.
it's
Uh,
nice. It's nice to have a different of opinion to make us
think
smarter,
I,
right?
do you think
Hold
I
on,
think
y'all.
do you think I think anything less of Salty Rant, even though he keeps saying all looters need to be shot and don't want to give them their day in court? Okay, um, I don't. It's his opinion. It's his belief. Okay, I don't support it on that particular thing, but then again, me and Salty Rant has found many things we didn't support each other on. Yeah,
Look,
Tammy, pull that link up.
I am. Uh, Zeus
It's
just
the
hollered
attorney
at
giving.
me, and I'm pasting it now.
it's
The
Uh,
update.
loud. It's loud in here. I'll be back, Tammy.
all right, hon.
You'll be back. Don't threaten us.
There you go.
uh, Hey, Hunter,
What's next? You're gonna say get to the chopper?
is there a video for update on you guys, or y'all are laying low on talking about your situation?
What do you mean?
I
Oh, them.
I believe I'm under the impression I'm supposed to be laying low, but I mean,
Yeah, I got
I,
you.
I can answer some questions I can't.
I didn't have any question for you. Just I didn't know if there was any updated video of anything.
Well, The boys are growing. I mean, they're growing
Yeah.
good, and they're always having fun at the visits and stuff. I mean, I love seeing them. You know.
Basically, we gotta wait till the next court date in order to be able to know
The
anything.
like she said, the update is we're waiting for the
Yeah.
court.
I got you. Thanks, Nicole. You guys be safe. I'll be back.
All right, talk to you in a minute. Now, Salty, if they're endangering your life, yes, do what you got to do. I do not have a problem with that. Okay. Yes, if they're, I got you, Joe. Sorry about that. It's hard to see I got a glare sort of right now, so it's hard to see my computer and its screen. But yes, if they're endangering your life, yes, do what you got to do to keep your life. I am not saying don't do that. Okay. But if if they're not coming after you and endangering your life, why shoot and kill them? Give them their day in court, like everybody else should have.
Swami in chat says that this is not about race. I want to blame Christopher Columbus. I have to assume, Swami, you have an agenda. No one
They're updating
that's
about
not
that cop
either
right now.
no one that's not some privileged, blind, racist fuck would believe that I was blaming Christopher Columbus for the death. So you can try to poison motherfuckers and twist the narrative all you like. I don't think anyone's that motherfucking stupid. Get these niggas some fucking credit in this chat. Stop saying dumb shit.
Right. And believe me, that's one thing I've heard Joe
Zeus, can I
say.
say this? Zeus, can I say this? Tammy, me
Right.
and you haven't spoken about this, but I heard what Zeus did, and I've heard versions of what occurred at the crib. Uh, I'll talk to you in private. Tammy, I want to tell you hats off, but I want to make sure that what I heard is accurate. And Zeus, what you did, Tammy, you chilling up there waiting those hours outside the crib for Zeus, I thought was huge. And Zeus, you coming down there, I thought that was huge, man. I don't know you, but you just put money in the bank for me, bro.
No. They're third-degree manslaughter and shit. Fuck that. Burn that goddamn city down. Burn down City Hall right now.
All right, that's what he's going to get, third-degree manslaughter. It'll take 5 years, and either he'll get off like the Eric Garner cops did, or they'll give him involuntary manslaughter, and he'll do a few months.
I guarantee you, if he does get off, he'll get a long walk off of a short pier.
I know, right?
We only need to get $3,000. Hey,
Somebody go pay his
let me
fucking
put
fines.
this update out here. I
Somebody go
just
find
seen
his
it in
ass
my
out.
chat.
Quick.
Eric
Take the money up
Grants,
and find his ass out.
DSS. Hold on. This is more important right this second. Not trying to be a dick. Eric Grant's bail was reduced to $3,000. There's they're trying to get a PayPal pool together now to get him out. This is a big step, people. Let's get that man out. Let's get him back on the street where he belongs.
We thought it was going to be 65 stacks, 65K to get him out. The judge, if y'all weren't watching, just when I hopped on here and went to the store, said that the prosecuting attorney said that she don't think that bonds should be used as a punishment. And then the judge agreed, and he dropped it from the 65 stacks to 3 stacks now.
They have to guarantee
Let's
him
get
his
this
right
man
to a
out,
reasonable
guys.
amount of
Let's
fines.
get
No,
Eric
we should
Grant
say
out.
he cannot go on public media. He can't post and shit like that. However, he is allowed to talk to media, which is us, but he can't post on his own. But I'll be interviewing the fuck out that nigga to let him get his word out.
Do you not think Ghost Rider and Cut the Plastic and all them aren't going to be interviewing him?
Right, daily.
Joe Cool road trip.
Daily.
Road trip.
Road trip, baby. I'm already Joe Cool. What do you think? The other two that were holding the legs down will get off. I think they'll get off. They'll get charged along with everybody else, and they'll walk. That one cop is just like the Laquan McDonald shit. All those police should have lost their jobs because they all lied on the report. It took, I think, 17 months, 2 years before the fucking tape came out. And then suddenly the district attorney or the state's attorney and the mayor was like, oh, we got to get on this. They both lost their jobs. because it was time for election and nobody was buying that shit. Where were you 2 years ago? Her name was Kim Fox, our state's attorney. We say, did you see the tape? Oh, I saw it 2 years ago. We've been investigating. This nigga's murdered motherfuckers. Other people stood by and watched, and you're investigating them. You're leaving them out there on the streets for 2 years to kill another nigga while you investigate. They
Right.
both lost their jobs.
Uncontrollable said he can post. They dropped that part.
There should be no privilege.
That did him violating his freedom of speech.
I can guarantee you this. I can guarantee you this. If that was a white guy in that cop's hands, he wouldn't have done it. I have to read.
He can post. Thank you, Uncon. I was
Go ahead.
ask you. I was gonna ask what about that. Says thank you for that. Salty said, and Tammy, get in the habit of reading the question before you start answering it. Salty says, okay, yeah. So how do we white people get any white privilege? Nigga, you live with it. You're born with it. I know yours sucks. You don't get the white privilege that white people get who have money, but the privilege that you have crushes mine. I can't take this shit off. You get stopped by a cop and you talk about it all fucking year or for the next 3 months till it happen again. You know, I got damn to get harassed all the fucking time, 3 times a day. I can't take my shit off.
Yes.
Nigga, you live in white privilege.
Yes, we do.
We go to the store together, Salty. Come on. I'm sorry, Tammy. You've been trying to talk.
No, I'm agreeing with you is all I'm saying, Joe. We do.
Okay, my man.
And that's just the point I was getting at. And there shouldn't be no white privilege at all. There should be no privilege at all. Yeah, you get pulled over for all kinds of stuff. That's true. You probably do. I have too. I even got arrested falsely. But that happened almost a year ago. Or almost 2 years ago now. I haven't been harassed since.
I just got a text from someone, a white person, by the way, says white privilege doesn't mean your life hasn't been hard. It means your skin tone isn't one of the things making it harder.
Right.
There's plenty of other privileges, socioeconomic, male, heterosexes, something gender, Christian, able-bodied. But most privilege is but white privilege is perhaps the most enduring throughout history. Thank you for that text, mystery woman.
Hey, Kev, what's up, buddy?
Not much. I think we have bigger issues.
I don't see you, but what's good? Could be. What's good?
Hey,
Chronic.
We need to find a cure for menopause, please. Please.
Cure for
menopause.
Hey, Kev, I'm talking about I don't see you. I'm looking at chat. You on the fucking panel. I'm talking about Kev. I don't see you.
You in menopause too?
What's up, baby?
Oh my God, man.
Yes, right.
I know. I was just trying to bring some little joking, but
I your name. Okay, wait. I didn't know she wanted me to say who sent me that. That was Blue Ivy who sent me that text about white privilege. That's a white Southern woman whose eyes are open, by the way. Just saying.
Yes.
You would expect that nigga to be living in her privilege.
Well, crazy time we're in right now, guys.
Well, Salty, I can tell you now, if you wanted to, you could go outside your house and jog down the road. Someone brought that up, by the way. You could jog down the road. You see a black man jogging down the road anywhere. 9 times out of 10, that guy's going to get harassed in some way. Wonder what that black man's going to go steal. Wondering why that black man's in that neighborhood. Things like that, and I've seen that. I grew up in towns, and I've lived in towns where that was that way.
Sometimes it takes a crisis to make things happen, and I think we're making things happen.
I did.
But yes,
you say I'm a white Southern woman too. Damn it!
But I agree with you, Sophie. Yes, you were detained at the border. I was arrested and thrown in jail for 7 days over a fucking lie. It got thrown out of court. Do you think I still have white privilege? Yes, I do. Because I
Wilma,
don't
I
get
think
it
that
every
was
day.
Wilma.
What I'm getting at, the point I'm
Will
getting
you say post that again about Peterson? Wilma, I saw when you did it, I was at the store. I saw when you said it was, excuse me, it was a cop that did something. Would you post that again, please, Wilma?
but
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
and the reason I say that is that happened over a
You
year
better
ago.
be here for Joe Cool, chump.
Hold on, Joe, hold on a second.
My
That
my
happened-
oldest my oldest daughter, she's mixed,
Hold on,
and man, I tell you, she gets
let
she.
me finish
Let
talking.
Let
Oh,
Kev
sorry.
talk. Let Kev
Well,
go. Kev ain't,
I'm in the middle of explaining something, and then he can talk.
All right,
Yeah, okay.
all right.
The reason I say I do have white privilege is that happened over 2 years ago. Have I been molested? Have I had cops mess with me since? No. Joe,
We're talking
Joe
3
the black
times a
man
day.
here, Joe the black man here, and I've watched it on his video, gets harassed every mother day by cops. Okay, and I've seen it on his videos. Okay, there's a big
All right, let
difference,
Kev.
you know.
Agree. Kev, go ahead.
My oldest daughter's mixed, and man, I tell you, I've seen it. It's opening my eyes seeing her go through shit. It's got to change. It just got to change.
And in my opinion, the reason people are rioting, and I say people, all races, praise God, are doing this shit is because
Shit is fucked up and stuff.
yes, very good. We realize that we've been patient and it doesn't change. We just had a black motherfucker get choked out, telling the guy I can't breathe, and he kept him in that chokehold till he was long dead. And then we thought we'd get justice. Nobody rioted. There were protests everywhere. You remember the fucking Eric Garner shit? It was huge. All they did was outlast us, outweighed us.
That's right.
They took years for that shit to go through the justice system, and the cop got off. So this
That's
time, fuck it, we don't trust y'all. Burn it down. We'll change it ourselves.
What's all that clicking noise? You guys hearing that, or is it me?
No, I'm hearing it. Sound like somebody's mic. I hear it. Kev, you're in DSS. DSS, your volume of solo is damn near useless. And Kev, you're gonna have to hold the show for a second because I'm packing a bowl. And Tammy left.
Sorry, Joe. My air conditioning's like kind of loud.
I got you. Your volume is so freaking low, though, DSS. I wish I could hear you better. I heard that all right.
That and I had to sit like way away from the phone because the phone has to sit in the window.
Yes. Yeah, I got you. So you're driving then, DSS, right?
Oh no, I'm at
car?
home. That's the only reason I'm at home. That's the only way I get phone signals to put my phone in the window, though.
Well, get closer to the phone, baby.
I know, but I have to sit on the back of my couch to do that.
Turn the camera on.
All right, I got you. I ain't gonna second guess you, bro.
Hold on. See, like, this is how. Damn it. This is how close I am. Damn, that's a big ass fucking camera. Whoa, what the fuck?
Yes, we can't even hear you.
Camera.
This is how you sound to me. This is how close I am. That's how you sound to me.
I got lip read.
I don't know which one of you two motherfuckers are the prettiest. DSS, it might be you.
What the fuck you calling me pretty for? That's it. I'm cutting my fucking hair.
He'll cut your hair. What you got, baby?
This is Tammy's.
What you got, Nicole?
This is Tammy's.
Oh, that's nice.
Can y'all guess what's in
That's
it?
nice. I hope it's shirt.
No.
Curlers.
Though if he needs one, I'll take the one off
Shampoo.
the back and give it to him. Tell him that when he comes back.
Shampoo, soap.
But I just... He's been waiting on this for a while now. I've been waiting to bring it to the mailbox, to the post office for a while now, too.
All right, I changed that, by the way. You are much more gorgeous than DSS. I don't know what went into my head.
Hair dryer.
Hair dryer. Get off the stage. Blow me, Swami. uh, all races, creeds, and colors are and should be equal no matter what. I agree, Salty. But when they're not, what do? You remember the civil rights laws, which I'm against. I think they're unconstitutional. But you know why they were done? Because given the opportunity, white motherfuckers never hired black motherfuckers on their own. They never made shit equal. They never let black motherfuckers into their society. Given the choice, white people were content to let black motherfuckers use the fountain outside, go around the back to get something to eat if they fed them. Shit should be, motherfucker, get you nothing. Should paying $1 will get me a black and mild. Should be does nothing. So what do we do when it's not the way it is? Not the way it should be. We united last night. I saw all races united. Yes, they were doing shit, doing dumb shit, setting shit on fire, but those niggas united. And I say, tonight, I'm already getting calls. You know, that shit come to Chicago, bro. Urgh. Fuck. And if it don't, I'm leaving town. I'm not racist enough. Sure you are, Salty. You're just the right amount of racist. Wait, Wilma said, oh, I'm not even going to repeat Wilma's fucking comment. You
Joe,
fucking
cool.
jerk. Yeah.
When you see me, what do you see me? You see me as Kev, or you see me as a white guy?
I've never saw a white dude, and for that matter, I don't even see Jeff and that nigga country, sewer country as fuck. DSS like a damn Indian. I never see that. It never even crosses my mind.
I
I'm gonna
see
be
Joe
honest with you.
cool. Yeah, me too.
I keep
You know,
fucking telling
Yes.
you when you come ride through my hood with me, bro.
When it does cross my mind is when white motherfuckers do shit out that I don't expect. Like when everything on these panels that come out of the white people mouths I fuck with, these are the least racist group of white motherfuckers, the most enlightened white motherfuckers, the most active, sharper as or sharper than me group of people I ever meet, which is, you know, surely this is a love affair. I say this all the time. You know,
thank you.
I'm blessed to meet you cats. And whenever you do some stand up for me in my absence or any black motherfuckers in my absence, then I see your color. When those white motherfuckers was out there in 2 rows deep fighting because a black man was killed by a white cop, I didn't see a black motherfucker out there. These were all white people fighting for our cause, face to face with those fucking riot shields and shit. All beautiful white people. You know what they weren't doing, sitting there at the couch saying, like, you shouldn't set that on fire. You don't know who owns that car because we've been fucking torched all my life. I don't care who owns a car. I don't care if it's mine or my mom's. It gotta go. These buildings, this neighborhood, it was never mine. It never belonged to me. It's gotta go. And next, nigga, I want to come after yours bad. So you better get this National Guard out here to stop us.
Hey, Tammy.
Yeah. Yes.
Look at Blue, baby. I'm screenshotting that shit, Blue.
What is that? The tutu? Right now, I'm
Wilma, very good.
I'm sort of up in the
Did
air
you
right
know
now,
that
so I don't know where you'll send
and
that
Floyd
to.
worked together for 15 years? Wilma, that is the first time I've ever heard that. Thank you. And I screenshot that, Blue. Hey, Joe, get off the stage, white boy. That's why I'm here. Get off the stage. Oh, stop it. I understand, Salty. Like I said, it's systematic. I didn't understand until I was around a group of black friends daily. Taryn, I'm loving you right now. Saw they were treated. Taryn, I'm fucking loving you. And this, I went crazy enough about your ass. JJ, what's good? Protest is fine. You riot, I lose respect. Could be. I'm sorry that you believe a protest is niggas walking down the street with signs. That's protest light, protest decaf. This is what a real protest looks like. This is how you kick off revolution. We could get there and not riot and not burn nothing, and nothing would get done. So Oh fuck, my weed just blew away. Hold on.
That's weed abuse, bitch. Did you hear me?
It's
What's
too
up?
hot today, Tammy.
It's too hot today. What are you talking about?
Show me your voice.
I'm in the weather. It's working outside. It's hot.
I'm sitting outside right now. It's outside on the porch. It ain't that hot. Come on.
Oh, I'm finna be rude, guys. That's my record. Blue, that's Post Malone if you're curious.
Who has records? Tammy, I'm gonna jump off. I'll be in chat.
Okay. Okay.
I'll be back later.
All right. All righty. Sorry, guys. I wasn't trying to ignore you or anything. I had to make an email out and things like that. Y'all got quiet all of a sudden. I wish you wouldn't have done that. You're a kick shitter. You're only 130 miles from me. Damn, where are you at? Yeah, I know the feeling on that.
Hey, Tammy.
Okay, Bouncer. Hey, Peachy.
Hey, I was.
By the way, I just sent Mama back an email, Bouncer. So, how you doing now? I hear music from
Hey,
somewhere.
Peachy, baby.
That's not me. I
I turned it down. I just turned it down.
Right,
I
doing good, Richie.
I was just extremely. I'm gonna say the word extremely intimidated about an hour ago by somebody, and it scared me. I'm not gonna lie, it scared me. I wasn't filming. I wasn't in anyone's face. I pulled into a parking lot into a Waffle House, and it was deserted, right? Because
Right.
it wasn't open, and so I pulled in on my bike, and I stopped in the parking lot to figure out where I was going to go next. And when I stopped, this guy came around on a bicycle, really close. I mean, extremely close to me. I mean, right up in my grill of my bike, on my motorcycle, on his bicycle, and he looked at me like he could kill me. And I swear to God, I thought he was going to attack me. And it infuriated me. And when he circled me and he went back to the sidewalk to ride away, I said, "Motherfucker, come up on me again, and you're going to have a gun in your face."
Good.
That was
Good.
today, Peachy.
And that was today, and I'm still upset about it, thinking about it. And I didn't
can
say
understand.
motherfucker.
I know.
I didn't say motherfucker, but let me tell you, he came back at me, right? He turned around and he came back. And I said, "Man," I said,
Imagine how powerless you would feel if you couldn't carry a gun.
"Look,
Swami. Very
Oh,
good, Swami.
hold on.
Very
I got
good.
I don't answer questions. Please come back. I just realized you're there. I'm having trouble seeing. I got a glare on my thing. Please come back. I don't answer questions if you would like to. You're welcome here. I'm sorry.
Look,
Oh, he was quiet after I did.
this I said
I
what
put the new parties on.
I said what do you I said
There
why
you go,
are
buddy.
you y'all want to hear the story or no? I'll just jump on.
Yeah, I want to hear it. I
I was
wanted to,
joking,
but I
baby.
gotta
I'm
say,
listening. I was joking.
I was letting people know that they're welcome
I
on my
know.
panel.
I'm
So,
sorry. We had a conversation. I said, man, why are
You
you
should have.
I said, why do you want to intimidate me like that? He was a black guy. I'm just going to come out and say. And he looked at me like he was angry. I'm a white lady. And, and, and that's just instantly, I thought, I thought, I don't know. I looked at him and he looked fucking angry at, everything that's occurring. He just,
Hey,
yeah,
Peachy, the same way I got to run into these white people that keep saying, I don't understand why you're burning down your own stores. You shouldn't set other people's property on fire, blah, blah. You're going to deal with some black motherfuckers that think this is just a revision of the Rodney King and other shit where white people are unwilling to get behind us. He hasn't been paying attention like us.
I thought he was going to
You're
attack
going to
me.
find some black people like that.
But hold on. Yeah, but hold
Understand?
on, Joe. I said, what do you want from me? And he said, I want everything from you. He said, I want everything from you. And I said, what? I said, what do you, I said, are you hungry? I said, do you need food? You know? And he said, well, I was going to ask you for some food. So we had a conversation and he did. He got angry. And when he came back, we had a conversation. I said, what do you want from me? And he did. He said everything. And then I continued talking to him. I didn't have this on film. I continued talking to him, and finally, he admitted that he was hungry and that he wanted food, or he wanted some money. And I said, man, I don't have cash. I've got my debit card on me, and that's it. I don't have any cash on me. I don't carry cash. And I'm looking for a Waffle House that's open. And man, my heart sunk. My heart sunk. It was a weird situation. It scared me. I should never have called out for him to come back. I was upset. I said, I don't know. Anyway, that's what happened to me about an hour
Could
ago.
be says, not race again. Could be, it must be nice to have the luxury of not having to consider race or being able to black it out. You must be a lucky white privileged fuck. Justice, is that weed in that pipe?
Yes, sir.
But I think we're all discriminated. I think we're all discriminated against in some way. I've certainly been discriminated against.
Agreed.
Being a female, being white, and especially being a female.
Yes. Good girl. Right. Your white could work against you. Racist shit here.
Oh, I've been treated.
So,
I've been treated horrible in a school where I was the minority.
right, there you go. So I assume both sides more than most. You grew up under your parents, however, and what they are, and you spent a lot of time fucking with younger cats that are like me. So you have a amazing perspective, Peachy. That's valuable. Excuses.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, we got a bunch of white privileged fucks in the chat. I fucking love it. And if y'all having some fun being just trying to stir shit, I'm down with that as well. I can sit here and talk about you privileged fucks all day. You comfortable fucks. You wonder why the city's on fire? We gotta wake niggas like you up. And because you're so fucking blind, we gotta set the fires high, baby. Tonight, I didn't get through the I could be. I didn't get through the Swami and his crew. So we'll set some shit on fire tonight. Maybe if it's 60 feet, you'll understand my plight. Because when I set nothing on fire, you didn't understand. I'm trying to get your attention. You don't like the way it happens? You don't like me yelling at cops, cursing at cops? I should be respectful. Nothing changes until you're uncomfortable. That's our message today. Get uncomfortable, guys. It's coming close to your house. Something's gonna burn, baby.
Hey, I don't, Joe. After our conversation early this morning and with D-Band and Golden Eyes, I learned every day. I learn new things every day. I find out I'm wrong or I could be wrong every day. I find out that I may be
Good
right or
girl.
halfway right every day. Now, my interaction with this guy,
Money in the bank.
my interaction with this guy could have gone horribly wrong. I did call him back. I did call him out. Why are you intimidating? Why are you coming up on me like that? And but I had, I talked to him. I don't think that conversation might not have occurred if not our, what we went through earlier this morning with watching what we watched, having the communication.
Hey, I don't answer questions. You came up here. I don't answer questions.
Peachy. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let me
I
say
don't-
I think that Peachy, along with what you learned in this community, helped you with that interaction. Go ahead, Tammy. I was just trying to.
I don't answer questions. Been sitting up here nice and polite for the last 5 minutes. I wanted to see what he had to say.
Hey, I'm Justice by anyway. No
All
Justice.
right. Oh, that's Justice. Go ahead, Justice.
Okay. When I was growing up in a little town called Norwood, Ohio. 0 black people. They would not allow them to live there at all. If someone let someone move into like an apartment building, they had a chance on the apartment building burned down. I moved from there to a school called Woodward, which was Norwood was 0 blacks. Woodward was 99.9% black.
Yes, baby. I'm loving you already, baby.
So I went from getting taught to be racist, that they taught you in that school, in the schools, to dealing with black folks. Back then, I didn't call them black folks. I was a crazy
Yes, black
hillbilly.
folks. I call them black folks. I call us black folks now.
No, what he said is back then he didn't call him that.
Yeah,
No.
don't
Because
steal
of
the
what he was
don't steal
taught
the
and
I
raised.
got you.
Right.
Don't
I
steal the
got you. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. I got you. I understand.
Once I started getting a bunch of black friends, then I changed my whole They lied to me in school. They told me that you all was the devil.
Hey, Justice. Imagine this, and I think you are at that young age in the same boat as could be in some others. Imagine had you not went to that black school and learned what you learned. Peachy, imagine Peachy had not went to that black school and learned. Your mind would have still been stuck on that racist shit until you got older, and you got out of it slower. You learned early. I couldn't stand white motherfuckers. I thought all white motherfuckers was devils until I was way into my teens.
See,
Joe,
I had
Can
to
I
handle
can I ask a quick question?
my learning of what racism was about was firsthand, being shot at by people in hoods, yelling,
Joe?
"Red niggers, get back in the swamp." That's what I heard.
Well,
Hey, hey, Joe. Joe, let me ask this real quick.
Turn, guys. Kevin's turn.
Yep.
Joe, what would you and I talk a lot about Christ. What would Christ do tonight?
The first shit out of my mouth would be forgive. But Christ is y'all also the one when he left, he said, guys, take your plows and your farm implements and turn them into swords.
Right.
This might be the time to fight.
Yep. I was just wondering if you remembered that.
I'm a fan, baby. I'm a fan.
I know.
I never touched Gen T. What are you talking about, Wilma?
Oh, you ain't got to defend yourself. Oh, maybe you do. That's personal. Maybe I'll shut the fuck up.
Hey,
I ain't really
You know what
defending
I would do,
myself. I ain't
Tammy?
never touched a bitch. If she's saying I did, that's a lie.
Yeah.
Tammy, can y'all still hear me?
Tammy, she said that it's between
Yes,
you and her.
baby. Hey,
And
Blue Eyes. Morning, Blue Eyes. Hey,
Yeah,
Darren.
okay,
Put
Kevin.
one in
And
there
then
for you, baby.
as she
Tammy?
said that,
Tammy, wait a minute.
No, Kevin, no,
Let
I'm
me.
gonna stop
No,
you
she
right
said
there.
something good. She said something good. Let me finish this real quick. She
Nope,
said
I
what
ain't gonna
happened
let you
between
finish
you
because
two is
I
between
heard
you guys.
no.
And she wouldn't answer questions.
Bullcrap. She sat there and went on a half-hour tirade. I watched that live stream and I was lurking that whole damn live stream.
I got off.
Bullshit.
I thought she. I thought it
He
was.
went
I
off on
thought
a
when
half-hour tirade, saying all sorts of lies, trying to knock me down. No, I
okay, I
watched
Tammy, I
that
know I
apologize,
live
man.
stream all the
compliment
way.
you all the time, Tammy, but man, you've come a long fucking way in a short amount of time.
I
I
appreciate
know I
that.
tell you that shit at least once a week, man. But you fucking you used to trigger so easy.
Yep.
Not long ago.
Yep.
Now all I see is wisdom and patience and the little amount of temper that we all show. Oh, I'm so fucking impressed, man. They give me encouragement to think the next nigga can change too. Then.
All right. Yep. It can happen. It can. It can happen. It can happen. It takes time and growth. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna change overnight. I never said. It's hard to teach old dogs new tricks. Okay.
Yes, but as long
But
as I
Who's
see
old?
somebody
but
working,
you got
Who's
making
it.
old?
progress, that's all it
We're
takes.
not old.
Well, okay. Yeah, it's just an old saying. You know that.
I know that.
Hey, Tammy,
But
can I say something
I
before I
need
take
to.
off?
I do. I can tell you now. It's a work every day to try to do this. There's times I have to bite my tongue to keep saying what I want to say to try to make it easier
Yes,
the next day to do it. It ain't
very
easy.
good,
It ain't easy.
very good.
And I
Otherwise,
still
you'll
lose
put
it.
yourself in a position where you're not even around to be able to make change, to be heard. Like the
Right.
trolls who get so angry when they kicked out every fucking room and set the world on fire.
Mm-hmm.
If they think like you, and a lot of them do. Well, I won't say this. I know it was pretty bad because I want to be here tomorrow to voice my opinion. And they still get their point across. They still get to jab and stab motherfuckers, and they still make motherfuckers day, in my opinion. I love fucking humor.
Who's the
Oh,
trolls?
I
Joe,
smell some.
stop blowing hair up
Some of
here.
your closest friends, Joe's,
I have no idea
are
what a troll
considered
look like. I have no
trolls.
idea.
Yep. You
Yes,
told me one
right?
time. You
I think
said
I'm a troll.
if I'm a troll, you're a troll. Remember?
Yes, I believe
Yep.
that.
Me
Hey,
too.
hey guys, can I say something?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pete.
Yes, Peachy, go ahead. Remember, you're a little low, but go ahead.
All right, hold on a second. I'm not going to back down. Somebody in the chat
I'll
said
be back.
something. I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to be intimidated. And there's a time to fold them, and time to hold them, and I understand that. But being a woman, I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to be intimidated, and I wouldn't still be here on YouTube if I were easily intimidated. You have to have a thick skin, and I want to get back out and film. And it scares me because I have such a thick skin. It scares me. It scares me because everything that's happening, and I'm not too shy about things, as everyone knows. But I'm not going to be intimidated.
Let me be the
Just,
first.
just
Let
keep
me
on
be the
talking,
first to
guys.
say,
I'll be back
PG.
here in a little bit.
All right, Tammy. Let me be the first to say it is fucking scary.
It is
You know,
scary.
it is scary. That's why there are so few motherfuckers doing what we do. Chris
Don't
Powers, I
go
talked
alone.
about this story we talked about on the internet. He went to do that and pulled out his camera. He couldn't even pull it off away from the floor. He couldn't even point it at the cop. That's how difficult this shit is.
Well, you think about me going into Atlanta by myself. That the
Don't go by
majority.
yourself, Peachy.
That the
You go with
majority is
somebody.
black. The majority is black.
Joe, you keep talking. Who's barking?
And as a dog beside me. I'm gonna.
Oh,
I'm guessing it's Tammy's, and we can't mute his mic. We can't do anything.
yeah. But what I was saying is, I think people need to go on pairs when they do this.
Yeah,
You have someone go
absolutely.
with you, back
Panel.
up. No, I'm talking about
Oh,
filming, going out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
right. You know, that works pro and con, Kev. You go with some motherfuckers and you talk to a cop, and you might end up like Jeff, where Carolina has the whole fucking conversation. Or you might
Yeah.
go with someone who doesn't want to go back and forth. I know we make plans and we go out together because I learned the hard way. Somebody's going to jump out, take the lead. Somebody's going to tell the cop to suck his dick. Now, when I come in there with my, hey, officer, how you doing shit, he's already on 10. I don't stand a chance. So we be like, listen, if they're multiples, we're gonna go back to back, break them all. We getting the detail.
Well, you got somebody. Seems like they take off running too.
I would agree. I got a few of those. Now check this out. What's wrong with me for this? I look at Ghost Rider. I admire him so fucking much. I see not only I was about to say I see nothing wrong, but that would be inaccurate. I see him doing shit right, perfect, professional, all of that. But then when my man Chuck, and me and Chuck, I love Chuck is my personal good friend. When he does it, I'm like, "Grr, Chuck, get out the car." What the fuck
Yeah.
is that about?
Social distancing, auditing is what I call it.
Yes, but when Ghost does it, it's the most greatest shit in the world. I wouldn't want him to change a thing. That nigga's so professional. But you know what? Ghost doesn't pretend to be us. Ghost is a stringer. Ghost
Right.
doesn't pretend to be that guy.
Right.
Chuck would we'd lump him in there with us. So maybe I expect more, or maybe I expect different from Chuck.
Let me set
Well,
the
you're
story straight.
closer to Chuck. That's why.
Let me set the
Yeah,
story
yeah, I
straight.
already have an identity.
I did not pull a gun on anyone. I did not. I said, if you come up on me again, you may get one in your face. I did not pull a gun, and that's legal for what I said. If he's going to come up on me again like that, then he may get a gun in his face. So don't get my words twisted, everyone.
All right.
So
Ghost
fuck off.
Worm will say
off.
Ghost Rider got shot in his ass with a pepper ball last night. Oh,
You know that was
fuck, I
funny,
would
right?
love to see that shit.
That's funny.
What?
I'm sorry, but getting shot in the
I
ass
think it
is
is.
funny.
Yes. Yes. Ghost is the greatest. Yeah. If bring that shit to Chicago, yeah. If I don't goddamn it get hit with a beanbag or a pepper ball, I'm not gonna be happy.
Well, is that supposed to top off tonight? Do you think it's going to happen?
I do. Last night I think it was happening. I had started to listen to the scanner and the shit jumped off, and I started to chase them. All you heard was break up this crowd. They're gathering here. One of them has a gun. And then it started drizzling, and not even drizzling. It started raining kind of nice. Then it started pouring. So the scanner died. And I watched from in the crib and with the rain. No, I watched from out here, and then the crib early this morning with Peachy and Golden. I watched other people do what I think is going to happen
I was there. I
tonight.
fell
In
asleep
fact, I'm not
watching you
alone in
guys.
that thought, because I got a lot of people calling me saying, "Where's the show tonight? Do I invite friends? Niggas ready to go." Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
but man, are you guys still? Are you still in a lockdown?
We are, and in fact, the governor tried to extend it again, and they took him to court over it and got an injunction. But we are still in lockdown. Our mayor is still telling us. As a matter of fact, we were just watching on the news that they're telling us they'll consider it next week. But our plan to be will reopen. While on the same news shit where they showing everybody else shit opening. So yeah, we're still on lockdown. We still under you got to wear a mask in the store. You can only leave for 3 reasons. Doctors, trees, and bullshit. Yeah,
Well,
we're still under
Joe.
those rules. However, no one listens to that shit no more.
Yeah, but
They
you know
can't
they're
open
gonna.
businesses, so there's no place to go. But
Well,
the
they're not gonna
motherfuckers
open.
around here want to run the streets.
Well, they're not gonna open with something that might be popping off. They're gonna keep it closed
My
longer
man,
now. Watch.
you're right. It went right. You're right. It might not be prudent. They might consider what they're gonna open. If they do open some, yes. But we haven't popped off yet. I'm predicting it tonight. A cop already said that the National Guard was here, so he wouldn't even gonna fuck with us because they be in our ass in a couple of days. That was 2 days ago.
Well, where I'm at, you know where I'm at. The National Guard has never left, so that's why I think it's not
Mm,
popping off here.
right. I hear you. By the way, they called out the National Guard. Yesterday we were talking. I think that was Peachy in the conversation. What is their next move? I know Golden was there, and we
I
were
was
just trying to guess. I think Salty or could be was there or something.
I was there. I fell asleep on you.
We were saying all right. We were saying National Guard. Is that too premature? Are they going to come out with the police vehicles and armored police shit first? And yes, sure enough, National Guard called today, which is what I said anyway. By the way,
Hey, I want to say something else too while I'm thinking about this.
yeah.
I don't want to be scared of people coming up on me. That's one thing. Speaking out, you will not intimidate you. What is your name? What do you want from me? I do not want to be scared. I do not want to be intimidated. I did not call him out, and he did hear me, and that's why he turned around. I did not call him out to have a negative confrontation. I called him out to have a conversation. I will not be intimidated. And I will not be scared. And if I just sat there and shook like a leaf and was scared and let him go on, then that shit's going to stay with me. And I don't want to live my life like that.
I feel like that with the police. I do not want nobody to be walking up on me, asking me questions. Where you been? I don't want to live my life afraid. And the police have the authority and the backing to hurt me.
That's right.
It ain't just one nigga on the street. It's an entire institution when they're in my face. And every time you see them, my heart used to plummet. They were gods, which is why those people did not run off that curve to help that man. Their minds thought they were gods.
Yeah, but don't you think being a female sometimes just
No.
that's natural to be, intimidated a little bit? I know being a father of daughters, if I haven't taught them to hand-to-hand combat, they would be scared.
Yes, and I'm sure still you feel fear for them. Like
yeah,
I have the
time.
same feeling you do. I believe it's scarier for a woman, and I worry about Peachy like a motherfucker when she's alone. The same when you like, oh, don't go alone. If I was doing that, it'd have been different. He's cool. He'll be out. With Peachy, my first thought is she's alone. I'm probably perhaps more used to it now.
Sure.
Hey, it's not like I was in a complete. I was in an area completely by myself. There was a business that was open next door that had people, not across the street, but next door on the same side. If I were in an area all by myself with no one around, I probably would not have done that. I would not have called him out. I didn't call him out to threaten him with a gun. I don't want to be intimidated. I don't want to be scared of people walking up on me, especially a black man coming up on me like he did with hate in his eyes. It scared me. I lashed out and said something, but I don't want to walk away from that feeling upset, angry, intimidated, and scared. I had a conversation with him.
Good girl.
He was hungry.
You did well.
Yeah, this man was hungry.
You did well. Re-engaging. I understand, hey, man, you do that again. I say dumb shit out here to these cops. I get home, I'll be like, oh, my God, I wish I had a do-over. I can't believe, that was my response, whatever. Yes, and during emotional time like that, you say dumb shit. All right.
Well, and he probably
but
in all fairness, guys,
you recovered.
Yeah, in all fairness, guys, he probably didn't even hear the word gun. He was, at that point, he was probably 20 or 30 yards from me. When I called him out, he heard me say something. I'm talking through my helmet. I guarantee you he didn't even really hear what I said. All he heard was me saying something to him. That's my interpretation.
Well, I'm glad that you chose to re-engage. It worked out. I'm glad you did.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
Each
Jimmy,
each situation is different. Each situation is different. Now, if you were out late at night in the middle of that intersection or whatever you were just at with nothing open and you're by yourself, then you might handle it differently than when it's in the middle of the day with all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, this is
That's
true.
Right.
You got to be smart.
But I'm all about the human interaction. I'm all about
interaction. Good
interaction.
Girl.
I'm all about having conversations with people. I'm all about finding out, why did you do this? Why did you say that? what's your reason behind what you did? And that's what I wanted to tell him. I'm not intimidated, but most importantly, what do you want from me? When he said everything,
Instinctively,
yeah,
PG, I think what you did is what you do. Is what people who become cop watchers do. When you see fear, you instinctively have to engage it again and again and again and beat it. It's just natural now. You don't even know what you're doing, but wherever that fear place was, you go back there. That's the difference between motherfuckers who avoid them and motherfuckers who I'll hurt myself to get over this fear. I'll put my own shit in danger.
right. I run towards trouble. I don't run away from trouble. And that's why
Right.
my dad is scared for me, because he knows my family's scared for me because they know I run towards it, not away from it. I don't
In
try
those
to.
situations, I don't see fear. I feel the fear after everything's done. I'm like, oh man, what did I, just like what Joe was saying. I was like, what did I
Whoa.
do?
Look at Taryn. Look at what Taryn, fuck. He can't even put it up here. Let me read it.
Okay, I
Taryn
can't see
says,
it.
JJ. All right, JJ. I wish this was an anarchist world. Their adaptation of the non-aggression principle is never recognized, and people associate violence with anarchy, and it's not so. Oh, good girl. I don't give a fuck.
I agree with that.
Man, listen. All I hear is negative shit about Taryn and Wilma. All right. I don't give a fuck. And right now, I don't give a fuck what they've done, who they've been barred, who they've hurt. Nigga, it was worth it to me just to hear that, motherfucker. If Taryn set the world on fire tomorrow, it was meant to be. Thank you. Shit. Good girl.
The people's differences on YouTube seems petty now, considering everything that's going on.
It does. It does feel so less relevant. It does. It does. Like we've been talking about this, and I've been talking about this a lot because I'm the only active black motherfucker to run his mouth like I do. So I've been getting a lot of come here, come there, and I've been talking about this shit a lot. And I've been getting a lot of trolls with the hey, you're racist or whatever, shit. Democrat, Biden's a pussy or whatever, and it's just not the same. And it's not the same.
I saw something funny
And I
yesterday.
bet you motherfuckers saying these things know it. That it's not as effective now.
I saw a little cartoon that had Biden going up behind Trump and Biden smelling Trump's hair. And he said, oh, that smells good. And then the wig falls off Trump. It was funny.
Oh, wow. Check that shit out.
The thing is, if they don't have elections in November.
Wait.
If they don't do it.
Go ahead.
If they don't have elections in November, I've been reading the House Speaker would get it. That would be Nancy Pelosi would be the acting president. Wouldn't be Trump. Now, I have to confirm that, but I was like, wow. Biden and Trump want the election to happen,
Yes, I hear you. First of all, Peanut says cop is in custody for murder. Are you talking about the cop we all thinking about?
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah. And somebody said about me dancing like hold on, TV Guard says, hey Joe Cole, why do you dance like a white teenager on a panel and then expect to be taken seriously in conversation?
That's funny.
TV Gardens, I'm digging you already. Fuck. Oh
yeah,
fuck.
they arrested the guy. That was a couple hours ago. We talked about that. They arrested him.
Oh snap! Oh burn, baby, burn. Could be where you at. He got arrested. You think the flames had something to do with that? Could be. Oh, they shouldn't have set that car on fire. That poor lady might have get insurance benefits. Fuck that. Fuck that. Could be.
If they would have arrested him, like, let's say a couple hours after that,
yes,
you think this all would have went down?
I don't think it would have happened like this. There would have been protests, but I don't think that disdain for the police would have occurred. And I'm telling you, the police around here are nice as fuck now. I mean, like, unbelievable. They're waving and blowing their horns. Hey, you know, these niggas are nice. Shit. They know the same way those police know. If we get these people angry, I don't know if you saw it yesterday, but the police tried to squash those riots. They went into the thick of the
Sure.
crowd, drove their cars into it, and jumped out. Crowd chased them
Yeah, I
away
was
with
watching
bricks
it.
and rocks. Oh my God, I think that's Greg. That nigga ain't called me in forever. I wonder if that's him. Oh wow, he's the only one I got blocked. That had to be him.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
Well,
I
like
totally lost my
you
train of
know,
thought.
with Greg, you're a YouTube friend, or after what all that crap, that's ridiculous.
That was brilliant, Kev. I love you. Thank you. Right? My world is so much better since you said that simple thing. I was in the midst of snapping on him and losing my fucking mind. That must be him, because here's another one. Uh, I was
Oh,
in the
back
midst
to
of
back.
snapping and losing my mind, and peace came over when you said that, and it's worked. You know, I speak to
Yeah,
him in chat. Hey, yes, thank you. I'm sorry.
he's got issues, man, and but he didn't. For what he did, that was ridiculous. Because I was in that chat with you when he said that shit to you, and I was like, wow. And
Yes, and I
you
know
know,
you know that he's texted me called me a couple times at night and left really weird shit on my voicemail.
yeah, I heard one. I heard one.
Yeah,
And it was
so
like,
I know
wow.
you
I
know.
couldn't believe, you know,
Hey Kev,
people are. You just don't talk like that, man.
Kev, you heard one of the voicemails? How'd you hear it? I
Uh,
must have sent it to you. Thanks for ratting me
I
out.
no, I don't know. I don't remember how
You
I heard
just
it.
did.
I don't remember how I heard it. I just remember hearing it.
I sent it to
Might have
you
been
in
late.
anger.
You,
I sent it to you.
yeah, but yeah. Well, I didn't know that was a secret.
Yes,
You
well,
sent it to me.
I only sent it to two motherfuckers, I think. Oh,
You might.
oh, shoot. That's the doctor on the phone. I gotta go.
All right, man. I'll talk to you guys later.
Oh, everybody left the panel. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Y'all, I'm glad y'all hung around. Uh, I want y'all to see something. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? That is some damn good eating food. You know what that is? That is grape leaves, stuffed grape leaves. And it's some of the best eating food you ever wanted to eat, guy. That's Grecian stuffed grape leaves right there. And oh my God, is it good? For all of those that said they would never eat grape leaves, and I've heard quite a few of y'all and seen quite a few y'all say it. That shows you what is good right there. And the Greeks been doing this for thousands of years, just like Native Americans. Awesome. Thank you, Uncontrollable, for that update. Thank you very much. So you know, there you go. Grape leaves are good eating. Oh my God, and the Greeks know how to cook. Any of y'all have never had grape leaves, you should try them. Well, thank you. Wilding out. Yeah. Me too, me too. Uh, my gosh. I'm telling you, I tell you what, that's one of the best meals I've got to. Swami says he'll pay his way. Here's Zeus. Yeah, I am lucky at this point in time. I agree. He's a great guy. I'm telling you now. Uh, Zeus is a good guy. He really is. And anybody got a problem with Zeus, they will have a problem with me. He's a good guy. Yeah. Uh, yeah, he was. He's very cool, guys. He's very cool. I'm telling you. This is really good eating too. Give you a tour of what, JVB? You can burn water, but you can tear up some Greek food. We'll travel for Greek food. Did the stream itself die? No, the stream's still going. It's just I went away for a bit. Joe Cool left. Things like that. It's all good. AI could be. Hey, Bear, beware. I appreciate the offer, man. Yeah, I know what you mean, JJ. I can't cook this good of food, but I know how to cook over a grill. I did. I didn't see it. I didn't see no fake account. But if they were, I've been gone for a bit. If there was one that came in, I was gone. Sorry. I tell you what, if you could get him to cater anything for you, Swammy, oh my God. Oh, you mean the one that had a name before it, and then the words after? I said hello to that, yeah, but I didn't say the name all the way. It didn't talk long anyway. JVB, you're right. Hey, D, I didn't see you came in. Hey, D Band, I didn't see you come in either. And there is the fake Gen T in here now. Goodbye, fake Gen T. Because what you didn't hear was I never unmodded Gen T, and I never kicked her out of my stream. So that was a fake Gen T, y'all. That was just in here asking me about fake Gen Ts. Oh, it's all right, Kevin. I understand. It's all good. It's all good. I ain't too worried about it. This is some of the greatest. Oh my God! And the bean soup. Hey, be nice. And the bean soup. Oh my God, that was so good. Oh, it was sopping up good. It's one of those. It was one of those soups where you sit there and you take bread and you sop it up, man, and get that bread all soaked up good and eat it. Oh, be nice. Live up to your name and be nice. You ain't got no problem. I understand being new to the community. That's funny, JVB. Good, be nice. Yeah, it happens. Like could be. It's life. Heck yes, mommy. Slammy, that'd be good. Yeah, they arrested one of them, but not all of them. But be nice. That's the problem. They arrest all of them. And when they arrest all of them and then give them proper convictions, not manslaughter convictions and things like that, then maybe, just maybe. Dude, baklava. Yep, they sure did be nice. But you know what the problem is with that? That was another thing I wanted to bring up. Trump was talking about how the fake media news got arrested and how people think that they're hiding something. It has nothing to do with the fake media news that them people are having a problem with. It's the real uh, um, people like Tatted Aviator, uh, Minnesota News Now, Minnesota Guardian. Those people, that black gentleman that got shot with the flashbang, all them, they're taking them down. That's what they're having problems with. And they've arrested some of them, tried to shoot and kill one of them. Okay. That's what they're having a problem with. The people are having a problem with that. They're saying you need to quit, leave our media alone. They couldn't give a crap about CNN, and they couldn't give a crap about any of them others. They give a crap about the real news, uncut news, live on the spot news, not some news that took a whole bunch of video and then took it back to their studio and then cut it up to make it the worst case scenario possible. Okay, that's what they're. I know. I know, Karen. I know. I watched that this morning. I didn't get to watch it as it was happening, but I watched the replay of it this morning. He also took 2 canisters of gas, I might add, as well, to make sure it stayed there right on them lines. It kept on going. Okay, good guy, a strong guy, man. Yes, yes, JVB, you're right. See, they don't care about what that fake media's news is doing and how bad they're making them look. They care about the real story. So Trump had missed his whole dang thing there. Um, uh, them people getting arrested that are actually doing the front lines, on the front lines, bringing it to you live is who the people are upset about. And Trump, you need to get that through your thick skull if you're here for the people. I hope you hear this loud and clear. They don't give a crap about CNN. They don't give a crap about ABC or NBC and all of them. They give a crap about the media that's there giving the true story live as it happens. Trump, I hope you hear that loud and clear because CNN ain't giving it live as it happens. None of them are, except for the worst possible angles, and then putting their the worst possible angle with their comments to it. Okay, uh, why don't you show let people show they keep showing without them taking it down and trashing it and things like that. Uh, the truth. If you're so much for the truth, Trump, let the truth be shown. Well, guess what? Be nice. We ain't in the '60s in Miami. We ain't in the '70s when they did the same thing at Tallahassee either. No, Mommy and Minnie, no. Right now, things are sort of up in the air right now, guys. Uh, right now, I'm at Zeus's. Yeah, I agree. I could be, believe me, it does. But my work did say once I get settled somewhere, I could call them and they will try to help me find a job. Still working for them. It's in a different spot. I'll never see it, Mommy, more than likely, unless she resends it back to you. But they did tell me to call them back and see about maybe getting placed somewhere else later on. Okay, so that was cool of them. Damn it! All right, there you go, Mommy. Text her and let her know that it's coming and that it needs to be sent back to you or whatever. Anybody wants to come up, come on up, guys. I don't mind. You know, I don't mind y'all being up here. Put out the link there a couple of times. Uh, no, I was watching. There's more and more National Guard coming in, and they're even trying to place barricades up right now. They're standing there with non-rubberized weapons, so you know. I just seen that on the news. Yeah, he's charged with third degree murder or third degree what? Hold on. Let me see what this guy got charged with now. He's charged with third degree murder. Is what they that officer Derek Chauvin got charged with. Good, good. I hope they keep protesting. Fuck DSS. And for now, Sammy, I am. Yeah, I seen that CFW. Do me a favor. Just because someone comes into a chat CFW, don't assume I'm gonna freaking boot them anymore, okay? Because I don't do that. I don't use my personal feelings against someone to boot people. I go by what the rules of the channel says. My Personal feelings don't get people booted. If that's the case, I'd be around everywhere I got a wrench. I'd boot a ton of people. I go by what the rules of the channel is set for. Okay, so when she came in, you said when she came into uh, f the polices. Okay, no, I'm not talking about my channel, but when she came into f the polices, and you said, "Don't you dare," uh, I had no intentions of getting rid of her. I didn't care that she was there. She has the right to speak. It's Gen T. I don't care that she was there, and I don't care that we had a fight. The rules of the channel were not to boot her, or not to boot her because we had a fight. Okay, uh, and that. Okay, when we were over and fucked the polices earlier, CFW. I had no intentions of kicking her out. If you weren't over in CFWs, then maybe they might have been. There you go. Uh, there you go. There's the rules. You need to say hi to known justice. I just want to let everybody know I ain't gonna. No, 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 no. Yeah, I didn't say you booted her, CFW. The way it came out, and it seemed to me, was you were telling me not to boot her because she spoke and said hello in FTPs. Okay, and that's the way I took that. I may have taken that wrong, but I have no reason to boot her over at FTPs because she did not say anything wrong. She just came in and said hi. That's it. Uh, it wasn't against, that ain't against his rules. Okay. So, right. Right. And I took that. That's the way I took it. Oh, okay. See, I misunderstood you. I apologize for that, CFW. I do apologize for that because I had no reason to want to boot her when she's not doing wrong. And all she did was come in and say hello, and that was it. I did, and I left it at that, and I didn't say hello back or whatever. Uh, uh, we uh, uh we I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, I got you now, CFW. I misunderstood. Wilma Dick Fit. I can tell you now, if there's a fine looking 19-year-old woman that wouldn't mind me calling her, I'm going to call her. I'm 43 years old. When? Yeah, I agree, JJ. I agree. I'm just telling you, Wilma Dick Fit. I had a fine looking 19-year-old woman telling me, hey, call me or whatever, I would be going, I'd be going, okay, I'll be calling you. You damn right. Uh, 15-year-old, that ain't cool. And come to find out that boy was 18. So, so Ezenaka and Zenaku. Zenaku. Hello. Honey, I'm home again. I had to take a phone call real quick, guys. I hope y'all didn't run off CFW. CFW's a cool person, guys. Damn it. Y'all need to leave CFW alone. All right. She ain't done nothing wrong. She ain't. Thank you, JVV. She ain't done nothing wrong. Leave her alone. God dang. Just because you don't like how she does certain things. Uh, uh, the well, quit attacking her. Gosh. Just because you don't like how she does things or says things, whatever, get over it. Don't you think we got a lot bigger things to worry about than if you like how someone does something or not right now? Don't you think that? Jesus. Okay. Okay. Don't attack her no more. Jeez. We got a lot worse things to worry about than what CFW does and doesn't do and says and does. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's good. And I mean, I'm looking at this. I mean, I've even letting a lot of things go by that I didn't particularly care in my chat, and it said no, leave them alone. They got their own opinion. Okay. Um. You know. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad she's going live, Sue. I've let things go in my chat that I didn't particularly care for. I said, hey, leave them alone. They got their own opinion. Uh, I think we got a hell of a lot bigger and a hell of a lot better things to worry about than what someone says, does, or doesn't do. You know, um, just letting you know. Okay. I got you guys. I got you guys. If she had to go, that's fine. But let's quit attacking her. She's a good woman. She's got the best intentions at heart. Okay. Um, maybe you don't like what she does, but there's some of the people around that I don't like some of the things they do either. But well, I think we got a lot bigger and badder things happening in this world right now than to worry about that. What I do and don't like, especially when we're all on the same side of the coin right this second. Okay. There's an old saying. It's called the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Okay. No, I understand that, Swammy. Don't run off Wilma Dickfit either. I get pissed off about that too. She's one of my favorite trolls. Damn it. Leave Wilma Dickfit alone. Taryn and Wilma I still don't know which one I like better. But yeah, let's think about that. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Okay, that's what we need to think about. Okay, guys. Okay, that's cool. Okay, it's you, Taryn. You're number one, and she's number two, Taryn. Yeah, no problem. No problem. They're both guys, so you know. Just like me, they got girl names and guy faces. Yep, I do it all the time. I've done it since I met Wilma for the simple fact, uh, uh, it's part of our little trolling stuff back and forth because Wilma has told me that Wilma is a guy. There you go. Yeah, I love it. I think it's hilarious. Hell, I even make fun of Wilma telling her she needs to take that hot dog down 6 inches more sometimes. I know Wilmer's a guy. You know, it's just fun. It's all in fun. They're good people. They really are. They make me laugh. They get me to cracking up. At first, I didn't know how to take them, and then once I realized what they were doing, it was fun. I got you, metalhead. Hold on, hold on. There you go,
I was just
metalhead.
fucking around. I was just fucking around.
Yeah,
Yeah, I won't
I
be up here
saw.
very.
Hey, it actually caught my
I
attention
won't be up
because
here.
I got a glare. I got a glare on my computer right now, and it's
Oh,
hard to tell.
yeah, your computer
Can
outside.
you? Yeah, I'm outside. Yeah,
Yeah, I won't be up here long. My damn phone overheats.
yeah. Well, I got my computer to where it actually has some good air sucking up into it, so it's not overheating.
I gotta figure something out for
Yeah,
fucking internet. I don't know what.
yeah. I understand that. I do. It is hot out here though. Today it's hot.
It's
Yesterday
only,
it felt good. Today it's hot. It's like almost 90 degrees out here.
damn. It's only 72 here today.
I wish it was that way here.
Got the windows open. It's cloudy. Yeah, yeah.
Tom the
Wife's at
Pirate,
work.
that's a good way to get it. Don't go much further than that, Tom the Pirate. Just saying.
Wife's at work, so it's nice and quiet.
Yeah, it just recently got hot. I got the sun on me though now.
Hey,
I didn't,
Kevin, what up? Now, somebody told me, I forget who it was. Ah, shit. Something or other like I could use my data on my, were you in that chat? That I could use my data for his hotspot.
it depends on if you
But,
got a. It depends on if your company allows you to use it as a hotspot. Some companies don't. Sometimes some companies have you have to pay extra for things like that. What type of plan do you have? Do you got like what do you got?
we have unlimited from Verizon.
Unlimited Verizon? Is it through a
Yeah,
plan or is it through a card?
through a plan. I think she said it's fucking like $70 per phone.
Okay, so you got it through a plan. You'd have to call them and ask
Yeah.
them if you could use it as a hotspot. Okay,
Okay.
some plans do and some
Some,
plans don't.
oh yeah. Okay.
Right.
Well, somebody told me because my computer's actual like tower, it might.
Mhm.
What the fuck they say? It might not push it or something like that. I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, I would think data would be data.
Well, well, it also depends on how it picks up. That's part of the reason. If
Um.
it's being a tower, it might not pick up right. You might have to get to get it to pick up right. You might have to get a antenna that hooks into one of the ports in the back. It looks like a little
Oh.
phone jack port, and you might have to get an antenna to
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Or
I do
USB
not.
maybe.
I do not have a PayPal. I keep telling you that.
Mm.
I've said that a million
I have a
times.
pay. I have a PayPal. I ain't putting it out there though. Actually, I think I got my PayPal turned off right now. I think.
Zenaku, I agree with you on that, and we do need to start working together, big time. Even me, if you noticed, I've cut down a lot on that shit. The reason being is I saw this shit getting worse every day. I seen it getting worse every day, and I'm not talking about what was happening on YouTube. I saw what the world was coming to. Okay, um, um, You know, the world was coming to. We needed to start working together. You know, we need to remember that.
eBay, what the hell is wrong with you, Haas? eBay sucks.
Oh, okay, Tiny Mouse, you missed me saying that. Yeah, I don't have a PayPal, and I ain't giving you Zeus's address because that ain't gonna work either. uh, I got some. I
We
got
gotta
some.
talk, bro. eBay sucks.
Yeah, I got some. I got some toe jam. Will that work, Tiny Mouse? It's the closest thing to cheese I got. Got some toe jam.
Social Security number 911. Not.
311. Yeah, eBay could be a cool thing. I've sold some stuff off eBay pretty good.
I haven't bought anything off eBay in quite a few years now. She bought one thing one time and she got fucked. It wasn't even what it said it was. It was like a C, some kind or other Windows CD or something,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't even what it said in the description of it. She never bought from eBay again.
Right. Well, that's why you also want to look at the ratings and
Right,
and
right, right, right.
and then also read through the comments that people leave.
Right.
Also, if they don't have no comments at all, and they got like a 5-star rating, or they have just very few comments, then you know you don't want to trust them either.
Right, right.
You want to try to get someone with a 5-star rating on eBay and have several comments and
Right.
and that, because if not, you're probably going to get screwed.
And I'm already starting to heat up. Damn it! Why does videos heat your freaking phone up?
It happens. It's one of those things that makes it actually pulls a lot of extra electricity to
Yeah,
put a video
true,
and things like that.
true that.
Yep, that's how you do eBay. I could be. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. I actually
And
had a buddy of mine who sold on
and it,
eBay for a few years.
and also I'll tell you this: be careful of the ones that also have nothing but excellent things to say about them and no bad. Because
Yeah,
even some of the best ones out there that have been around there for years and never screwed anybody over, go to have something bad on their site.
yeah.
Okay, and be
It
careful
could be
with
a
those.
bot. It could be a bot as far as that goes.
Right,
Freaking,
right. That's what I'm
freaking
saying.
the bots are everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised they're even sitting out here with this shirt on, as hot as it is. Kevin Orr's not lying. It's hot out here today. It got hot,
We
especially
were
when
hot.
that sun comes out.
Yeah, we were hot the past few days. Just cooled down today.
I wish it did cool down here. Tiny Mouth. Believe it or not,
Man,
you
I
see these two
fucking love
packs
this.
of cigarettes right here? And I still got plenty of them left. I bought those 3 days ago. So you know. A lot of times what you're seeing is me putting out a cigarette and then restarting. So you know.
Man, I fucking love this place. So quiet.
Wish I was there.
I guess
I
you could.
can. I can, Tiny Mouse. I can. I have the stuff in my bag to do that as well.
I guess you could say we live in the country, kind of.
I love the country. I've always loved the country.
Now the only bad thing that I don't care for is the fucking well water
Well water.
and the
Why is that?
smell of that shit.
Why don't you like the well water?
Never have. Never
Does
did.
it have a Does it have a weird taste or what?
Smell, yeah, and taste too. But we get our bottled water and shit. We do dishes and that, but we don't drink it.
Okay. Uh,
What's a pack of cigarettes cost over there?
uh, the pack is like $6 and some change.
Damn. I get coupons on my phone for my dip.
Huh?
Now you get one a week.
Yeah, let me get some ice water. Yeah, for now. Yeah, that'd probably be good.
That Zeus.
Huh?
Hey, dude.
Not ice water, just water. What now, Metalhead?
Is that Zeus?
Yeah, that was his.
Yeah, I get a coupon on my phone once a week. I get $4 off for a roll.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it depends on where you get well water at. I've drank well water that was some of the best water in the world.
Yeah.
Later, Tiny Mouse, enjoy them ribs.
Yeah, my dip, I get a $4 off coupon every week, but shit's still freaking $18 a piss and roll.
Yeah.
I need to quit.
Yes, I'm realizing that, Kevin. It is. It's very. Uh-oh. It's starting to sprinkle a little. I might have to go inside here in a second, guys.
You might be getting what we had, I wonder.
Maybe. I don't know. JJ, I agree with you on that, JJ. I used to go down to the springs in the river when I was living on the river, and I'd fill up jugs of water out of the spring, and drink it right out of the spring. It was great.
I'm full of shit. I hate old water. I hate the smell of it.
Do what?
He said he's full of shit. He hates well water.
I
I hate
love
the smell of it.
I love it straight out of the ground. See, yeah, my well went straight down to the aquifer down there in Florida that I used to get water out of. Or then when I moved onto the boat, I freaking had the springs, which again that comes straight out of the aquifer. That stuff is good tasting. It don't have no smell to it. It's oh my god. And it has no smell. It had no taste. It tastes like water should taste. And everything else, it was good, straight out of the aquifer. But that straight out of the aquifer. Later, JVB.
Oh shit! What a boring day.
Boring day.
I guess we're supposed to start opening back up here end of the like the next couple days or so.
Yeah, it's
What's
hard
up,
to see. Hey, it's Larry. There we go.
What's up?
All right, thank you, Zeus. Oh, see, look how great of a host he is. He even brought me a glass of water so I didn't have to leave the panel. I mean, that's a great host.
No, where's he at? Did you go see him or?
I'm at his house in Washington, close to Washington, D.C.
So okay, so you went to go see him then?
Well, he went and picked me up when things went
Cool.
bad. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh wow.
I won't even trust it for cooking. Hell no.
You
But
wouldn't trust what?
JJ said I use it for cooking, but I don't drink it too much.
Why?
I would never trust it drinking it ever.
Why it was people drank it for hundreds of years before the damn city started putting
Yeah.
chlorine and fluoride
Right.
that can kill you in it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Uh,
Our fucking city water is so hard it ain't funny.
yeah, and then you also got chlorine and fluoride in there, all known to cause cancer and kill you. And then bottled water, I was talking with Cut to Plastic, you know, that has oil in it for making the plastic that that can kill you and cause cancer in you as well. Honestly, I think I'm going to take my chances with well water and spring water. At least it's all natural. And if it does kill me, it's going to kill me naturally instead of through chemical reactions and things inside my body.
I can't believe I'm sitting here watching fucking Titanic.
Okay, that ain't good. That ain't good. Yeah, you don't want the groundwater getting into the casing. You're right. You want to keep it coming out of the aquifer so it has, even though the water that gets into the aquifer, it used to be groundwater, but it's been filtered and everything else. It's gone through the best filter system in the world, and that's about a half mile of rock, sand, and anything else that's in the way, filtering out the worst stuff. You know.
Yeah, what does it cause? Cancer, right?
Well, yeah. Well, that's why every belief in religion and things like that said eat, drink, and everything else in moderation.
Right.
Except for some of the evil ones, like Satanism. They say be gluttonous all the time, things like that. But uh, any true belief, even scientific belief, says do it in moderation. You know,
Yep.
scientists say it. You know, so every at least that's something where science and religion and beliefs do coincide. You know what I'm saying?
The boat's about to take a shit.
What?
The boat's about to sink.
What boat?
I'm watching fucking Titanic.
Oh, you're watching the movie Titanic?
Yeah.
With an ex-girlfriend of mine, and I got tired of it.
I'll watch it time to time.
Yeah, you're right on that, JJ. That's true. I always get tired of hearing or reading the thing. Uh, this product is known to the state of California to cause cancer.
Yeah, this fucking stays like that too.
I'm like, what the heck? Come on, who cares? Next, you're going to have a warning going in, a warning going into California saying this state is known by the state of California to cause cancer. You know, come on. Next, they'll have that label warning on California. You know. I agree, JJ. I agree.
Yeah.
But by
She
God,
actually
that
had one.
dude seems well worth it. That woman was beautiful. Just
She had one hot body too.
Yeah, she was beautiful. And there ain't nothing more prettier than a beautiful redhead, in my opinion. In my opinion.
She was in something else where she did a nude scene in bed, but I can't remember what the name of that was.
I have no idea which one what,
She was getting shit boned out of her though.
Oh, I might have to shut down. Yes, Zeus. Yes, bring me the bathroom or go pee for me. I told him that earlier. I said, man, I wish you could have gone pee for me earlier.
or just put a porta potty out there.
Yeah, no crap. But I'm about to have to shut this down for a little while, guys. I need to probably take me a little nap. I got a headache and it's not wanting to really go away yet. I took something for it, but sometimes I have to take a nap just to make it go away. I'm going to shut her down, guys, for a while. I will talk to y'all later tonight. Y'all have a good day. Uh, watch your sixes, guys. That's all I can say. Just watch your sixes. It's getting very, very fired up and very, very scary right now. So let's be careful. Watch each other's backs when we need to watch each other's backs, too. I'll talk to y'all later. You try to have a good night or a good evening. And I'll probably talk to y'all later tonight. I am out, guys.